Um, we. Thank you, baby. My girlfriend
said
said
hello
baby.
to Excuse
me.
his girlfriend.
Yep. So we went to this meeting for the War Council at. Please refresh me where it was.
It is called Wedgemont.
We went to Wedgemont for a War Council, and in that War Council, we talked about various things of how we're going to deal with the Vold crisis. First, the idea was to send some people in. To scout out the place. We gave them 3 days. We had a couple days at Wedgemont before the War Council. We got some shopping done. Did a little this, that, potion making, looking at things and whatnot. Tattoos were given to a cat and a couple other people. Actually, I think 2 tattoos were given to a cat. A lot of money was spent. So we sent a couple people into the enemy's stronghold for surveillance, and we gave them 3 days. If they didn't come back in 3 days, I guess we were going to war. Well, even if they did come back, we're going to war for some information. Hopefully they came back with their information. And we sent, definitely no elf creatures, couple of goblins, I think it was, or what were they?
So, one was a goblin, one was a human, one was an awakened Vold, and one was an air ganassi.
Yep.
The air ganassi was from the Heralds of Requiem, and the human was a ninja from Oni.
Yeah. No, I don't think that was that person. You pickpocketed the... Oh, yeah, it was... No, it was a different guy.
It was the guy from Onai.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was a member of Onai, and I pickpocketed his cloak of protection. Also, don't forget that Anon got a staff of power from the
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, Lucas got a badass wand made from a crystal soaked in the Well of Worlds. So
I got a lazy ass rifle that I had to pay $5,000 for, but yeah, we'll just pass that on.
I had to spend over a year in real time to get that wand upgraded the way I did. And the Marquet just delivered to the door, just literally, hey.
He literally walks up to the door.
There you go.
What I said is,
just showed up.
In my defense, Marte has literally been asking for a staff of power since the beginning of the campaign.
Day one.
But that's
day one.
Not that it's merited.
I know, but we're at almost 2 years of the campaign of him asking for a staff of power.
It's been 2 years.
In May, it will be.
Crap. Time sure does.
I was 18 when we started this, wasn't I?
In May.
I was 18 when I started this.
Bro, that sounds gross. Don't say that. You make us sound like Predator. Like, come on.
Well, actually, yeah, because I remember...
No, dude, you were 16 when you started in my game. Sorry, what were you saying?
The first time Big Pappy came around was on my birthday. The first one, and then the second time when I brought him around was like I drunk as shit again on my birthday.
That's true.
Yeah,
hey,
so
Brandon,
that's
patch
just
is
the
actually
year
decent.
Anniversary of Big Pappy, and we've been playing this before he became.
I couldn't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
I was old when we started. I'm old now.
Good job, Nick. I did want to add a couple of things. So the War Council was held by Dawn Commander Ulrich Zetgarth, the leader of Project Dawnspear. Before that, you guys were initially in Kalimlux, and it was revealed that the High Vizier of the Vold Consortium, which is the organization that contains the council known as the Voice of the Vizier, is actually one Azrael Blazemark from Campaign 1, who is the person that founded the Spelljammer Squadron of the Dark Suns. Obviously, he is no longer affiliated with the Dark Suns, but...
So, does he worship the Angel of Death? Or is he just like, yeah, I like it?
Because of his prior connection to Shiziki, he doesn't worship the Angel of Death, but he knows who the Angel of Death is and has a great deal of respect for him. But as far as...
That, like, hey, my buddy became a god, but I'm not even a part of his following.
I mean, if I became a god, would you guys worship me?
I mean, you would certainly have...
I already worship myself.
You would you would have like first choice amongst the worshiping. Like I'd think about it for sure. Like
I was like, what heaven would I get into in Gavin's religion? Is it just like a place with a bunch of sticky pillows?
this
Anime chicks.
probably is Gavin's heaven. Every female lead from Final Fantasy would be there.
There's no 3D girls in Gavin heaven. They're all 2D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Specifically, the one serving immediately under me would be Riku from Final Fantasy X-2. Anyway.
See?
All right, so that is where we are at. So
Yeah, I wouldn't worship Gavin.
I know you wouldn't. So all jokes aside, you guys had 3 days of downtime. So after this meeting, which took place in the evening time, as you were going about your business of the day, you actually a messenger from the Heroes Guild approaches you and says, actually,
It's not like they have magical ways of doing that or anything.
you know, not everybody is like a master wizard, right?
Yeah, but
Did
it's
you
not
just
like
go
the Heroes Guild to have somebody there.
So Tanya from the Wedgemont Heroes Guild comes and finds you guys and says, "Excuse me, actually, your presence has been requested back at the Heroes Guild. The Dawn Commander has an assignment, a mild one, but just something for you to mull over the next few days as we wait for our scouts to return."
Uh-huh.
Hey, Gavin, don't forget that I was going to grab the Lifewell tattoo before we go
Yeah.
adventuring. Okay.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you were Miran was the tattoo artist's name, and you go back and you get your Lifewell tattoo. Just I'll drag it into the chat. Just put it in your inventory when you see it, and deduct the. I'll tell you how much it costs.
Yes.
So
Hey, what checks do we have to do for this crystal?
we'll cover that in a second. It's going to be a
Okay.
combination of some tinkering checks and some Arcana checks from both of you guys.
Okay.
So that Lifewell tattoo is going to cost you 10,000.
What?
Yeah, they ain't cheap, buddy.
they're
when you
not
posted
cheap.
it last time, it was like 500.
No, it
And
wasn't.
And the ghost step was 5,000. The Lifewell was like 500. That's why I went with that one.
No, it's expensive. That's why I had to take a loaner from the group to get
Can you
my
post
cat
the
tattooed.
tattoo thing again so I can look at it? Because I
Yeah.
thought I was picking the cheaper one.
Yeah, no, the Lifewell is super expensive.
I just ordered Krispy Kreme. It'll be here in 20 minutes.
Nice. Just getting some donuts, dozen glazed.
I must have been looking
No,
at the Shadow
I like to
Fell
glaze
tattoo.
them myself. I just get them.
Wow.
I must have been looking at the Shadowfell brand tattoo. So I'll skip the tattoo. I'll keep my stuff.
Okay. I'm
Thank
less
you.
of a glazed and more of a Boston cream, if you catch my meaning.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Oh,
So,
All right.
Y'all can be by yourselves tonight. Bye.
All right. So, you're taken back to the Heroes Guild, and suddenly, Faskir, you'll find yourself feeling very uncomfortable as when you walk in the door, standing up at the counter, you see, speaking to just one of the other employees at this Heroes Guild, about 5'2" human female, ever slight point to her ears, probably Falthanian, long red hair with like the occasional light black streak in it. She's wearing like a knee-length skirt, like a white puffy sleeved tunic, and a brown corset over that. On top of that, you notice that she has various necklaces around her neck.
is that
And
how it is?
it's exactly who you think it is.
God damn it.
And she just says, yes, Alice Summers, I'm here for the call. And they're like, they respond and say, I see, and what group are you with? And she says, oh, actually, I'm a free agent. And if you could state your rank, please. Platinum. Very well, we have you down. Are you here for the assignment? And she responds and says, maybe. It just it depends. If I'm understanding it correctly, Motley Crest is going to have some choices. I believe I'm one of them, though, yes. And he says, very well, you can wait over there. The other 2 conscripts are already here. And he directs her to a table. And at this table, you see one other individual sitting there. And this particular individual looks to be a fire genasi. You notice he's got a big gun blade across his back, and he's wearing like a long, like maroon-colored trench coat, as well as like some brass, like medium armor underneath. And on top of that, he has a mechanical dog with him. And suddenly, breaking the silence, you hear this increasingly loud, like jet humming noise, as suddenly through the front of this building, you see this person wearing this like full body armor, like covered head to toe, with like a jet stream coming out of her back as she just crumbles through the wall of this Heroes Guild, just rolling across the ground. And she stands up and she's like, I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. And you definitely recognize a female voice that you wouldn't be able to tell from what she's wearing, as you notice the jaw plate of the helm of her armor open up as she just grabs some random person's mug off the table and just guzzles it down and just stumbles over, presses a button on her neck as the armor just all retracts into a necklace around her neck. And she's like, Farron LaFleur, at your service. And then she turns around and locks eyes with you, Bon. And she just says, oh, walks over. Hello, you?
Oh, yes, Farron. Hello.
It's great to see you. You're looking good, champ.
Yes.
Is this the cousin or whatever of Raven?
Didn't think I'd mentioned that to you.
Bitch, I take notes.
She's like, I totally remember your name. As she like gives you a couple pats on the top of the head.
Uh-huh.
So she makes her way over to the table.
Raven
And,
would be so disappointed.
I know. And Tanya says, so this is...
Well, Raven doesn't know.
Yeah. This is Farron, Alice, and Silas. And apparently the Dawn Commander believes that you should have a squad of 8 leading the charge. And they are giving you a choice of which one of these 3 that you would like to take with you.
None of
I request Big Pappy.
I request none of them join us.
So the fire
they can
genasi
beat
stands
me.
up.
I'm just saying, maybe we should at least like audition them. Can we get like a casting couch
They can-
situation going on?
You know what? Whoever's the strongest out of all of you and can defeat me in this circle, as he pulls out a piece of rope, whoever can defeat me gets the position. You know what I'm calling
I'll
for.
defeat you.
Oh yeah, the Yikar Grumsh. I know what you're calling for, but you can only call for that if your honor is violated.
Oh no, my honor's violated. Have you seen these people?
So Silas stands up and he says, "Excuse me, if I may, Silas Alicia, at your service, and this here is Gideon. Now, I haven't been around here for very long,
Jesus
but
Christ, no."
he walks up to Vaskir and he does a little bow and he says, you know, haven't seen somebody like you in a long time. It's a pleasure. As he does another bow.
Haven't seen.
Now,
Wait, who's he talking to?
He's talking to Vaskir, which is Harold's character.
I hid as soon as I saw you know who.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're nowhere to be found.
Yeah, like I didn't like approach with the group.
Then, if that's the case, he's gonna walk up to Anand instead, looking rather dashing, and he's like, it would very much, I would very much enjoy traveling with you guys if we could. See, I'm a bit of a technical tactician, if you will. I've been around the block a few times. Sort of new to this area, but I've risen to gold rank in just 2 months.
Are you ranged or freaking heavy melee combat?
You pick. I can do either one.
What are you more proficient with?
He pulls out his gun blade. This is what I mean when I can.
Yeah,
when I say I can do
next.
either one.
Next.
So
Seriously,
Alice
have a gun blade?
stands up and she says, I specialize in support magic. Bit of a musician myself.
I like you. You can stand on the right side. If you're
Well,
says
you're,
you
shouldn't
get to decide.
shouldn't the rest of your group
Don't
also
care.
chime in?
You're not.
we need support.
You're not. You're not Motley Crest. This is Motley Crest decision.
Fuck you. I'm a part. All right, listen. Hey,
You
I'm
have made
here
it
with you,
clearly
motherfuckers.
you have made
Don't
it clear that you didn't want to join Motley Crest. So this
All right,
is
y'all pick
Motley
the motherfucker. And you
Crest's
freaking well. If we all
decision.
die, it's all on you. I'm picking the support character.
Tanya interjects and says, "This is a decision for your entire group," as she gives an
so-
eye at Orgrim.
I care not. I'm
So
just
when
saying.
he suggests taking the support person, who's a musician, I will step up then and say, "You already have a musician."
Oh, you're still here.
So, would she recognize this particular?
Yes.
Okay. She,
Oh, you're here.
upon seeing you, she drops her violin on the ground, and she says, "Vaskir."
Jesus Christ.
Hi again. Been a while.
Yeah, indeed, it has. How are you?
Well, part of Motley Crest, and I guess things are going pretty well. How about you?
I mean, I keep myself pretty busy, but I'm doing okay. Starting a
Yeah.
new side project soon.
Yeah, you look good. You look good. I'm then gonna go say, I'm gonna go get a drink,
I'm
and
just
I'm
gonna
gonna
lean into the
step
nod.
away to go get a drink.
This is awkward.
Right? I'm gonna step away and go get a drink, like a lot of drink.
She doesn't follow you, if that's what you were intending.
No,
She
I
doesn't.
wasn't intending anything.
Okay.
As he walks off, I'm just gonna cast a message over to Vaskir. Is she gonna be a problem? We can just not bring her.
I'm just gonna send message back. I do have message, right? I think I
Well,
do
you
have
can just
message.
respond to mine.
You can respond to
respond
message.
Yeah,
to
okay.
message.
Yeah, I'll just respond to your message and say, well, she's kind of my ex.
Yeah, I
So-
got that much. That's pretty apparent.
Oh, it looks like he's not the only one.
Oh, did you put it in Raven's family? Oh boy.
Well, no, he's
figured
thinking
it out
about
pretty
someone
quick.
different. He's talking about
No,
Farron.
not-
You're talking about Farron.
Yeah.
We're talking about someone different.
I know he is, but I'm saying Bond is like not the only one. Like, damn, y'all got cute in your pants.
Yeah, but two different people, in case the confusion is there.
yeah. No,
So, Farron says, "I'm an engineer, and I just like to have a good time." As she pulls out a cigarette and lights a cigarette and begins smoking it, you notice she has sort of like a bright red stain on her lips, though.
Oh, well,
Okay, so whoever is proficient in alchemy, or anybody from any sort of underground sector, give me an intelligence
so
check.
she's high. All right, you can say that.
You know that soothe salts typically leaves a red stain on your lips.
Oh, okay, well, I didn't even roll.
I was going to say, with my underground contact, I'm pretty sure I would know that.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait, would
pretty
I know
heavy
that
in
because of my contacts?
Probably.
got
I mean,
contacts with?
it would be the it would
dude,
be
I got
like knowing to
contacts.
look for. It would be like knowing to look for track
Alright,
marks on a
so-
heroin addict. Like,
So we got high school drama, high as a kite, and then the other guy.
high as a kite, Iron Man, basically.
I mean, we're all thinking high as a kite, right?
Yep.
I'll be,
Kite chunk as a
I'll be
skunk.
right back.
Okay.
I messed
High
up my
as a
order
kite.
and put the wrong address. I'm trying to fix it.
Oh
One
boy.
sec.
Okay.
Oh, high as a
So,
kite and drunk as a
Silas-
skunk.
Silas says, "I will add. I come as a package deal with Gideon here."
Yeah, that's more. We need less. Less is more. I don't. And I'll be honest. Nothing against you. I'm more of a cat person.
Do we have to have? Do we have to have all? Well, I mean, do we have to have 8? I think we can manage with the 7 of us.
I mean, I kind of like Bond saying, can we put a message out to see where's Big Pappy at these days?
Where's Big Happy these days?
I'm just
Tanya says, "These are the 3 conscripts who have been chosen for you to select from."
again, can we just go with 7?
He is rather adamant about you adding an additional person to your group. However, you might speak with him yourself if you wish to change his decision.
I think that would be a better idea.
I'm thinking, I've spent the last 5 days doing nothing but making potions. Why don't we just do we're 7 plus 1? We go do our thing, they can tag along.
It just feels like he wants somebody to have eyes on us.
Really? Her?
Yep.
Her?
Yeah,
You think
Her.
she's gonna be
The high
spying on
as a
us?
kite.
Knows everything that's going on? And
I'm
definitely
just
keeping all
saying.
the secrets?
Barely remembers my name.
She's currently vomiting in a trash can.
Perfect. There you go.
I
That
think
is
she-
as anti-spy as you get.
Probably the least-
I think it's just more liability that doesn't need to happen.
Well, if you fall in combat, you fall in combat. Yeah, we're gonna try everything we can to help
Again,
you, but shit
Liability.
happens.
Again, liability. Less liabilities, the better.
My vote.
Oh,
That's
God.
just my way of thinking. Is less
My vote
liabilities,
is,
the better.
Plural?
Farron LaFleur.
Farron LaFleur. I vote LaFleur. Let's put it to a vote, fellas.
I'm fine with the first mate's decision.
2 for
I
LaFleur.
back this.
All right,
I'm not
so
voting because I'm drinking.
1 neutral. we gotta hear from the
And
rest.
Martelli's
Marte,
doing
who's your-
something.
who's your
he's-
vote?
he's-
Which 3?
He
Or
doesn't
which
have
of
his
the 3?
headphones on.
Doesn't have headphones.
Okay.
So he wouldn't have even heard my. There's still the thing of not bringing somebody and defying the freaking choices of them bringing somebody.
My vote is my vote. I stick with LaFleur. LaFleur?
Farron LaFleur.
LaFleur. I was right there. LaFleur.
Fair.
I vote LaFleur.
That is not
Three for
what I was
LaFleur,
expecting.
Wolfstein. What do we got?
Or
The
speaking to the
Decremental.
commander if you just want to try to get around it. But
If he wants to speak and convince him to get around it, whatever. I don't care. But if we have to choose, it's LaFleur.
Oh, I want to speak to him.
It's just gonna take time.
That's
I'm
fine.
gonna go murder. By the way,
I want to go speak to the commander.
I tell you what, real quick,
Okay.
guys. I spent a lot of time making potions while I was in there, so I have some potions to give out if people would like some.
Yay!
Let's see here. Veth here. You
Yes.
wanted a potion of heroism.
Yes, and I would pay for the ingredients for it.
Already got it covered, man. I'm going to give you 2
Oh, cool.
potions. You're going to get that one, and you get a potion of advantage. Those 2 things I think will help you out.
Damn. Thanks, Daddy.
What I do on the alchemist. Goodness. Woo! Bart even got me a little hot on the collar on that one. See.
All right.
Bon. You also burned your potion of advantage, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
All right,
I used it.
You get a potion of advantage. You need it.
Sounds good to me.
Your roguiness.
Mm-hmm. I'll take them.
Oh, that's right. I also made another potion back. Actually, no. Marty already got that one, so that's why I was only one. Because Marty has one. And then I've got a few more potions of advantage. Does anybody else want a potion of advantage? Well, I'm giving them out.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a potion of advantage.
Boom! You get a potion of advantage. Go and click one out of the chat.
Cool.
All right, so Orgrim, you make your way to the stronghold, and you find the Dawn Commander with basically a map spread across the table, just studying it with different markers in different places.
Dawn Commander.
Says, High Consular, would I owe the pleasure?
Listen, I understand you believe that we need an 8th person on the endeavors that we're going on, but I believe it is just another casualty waiting to happen. An unnecessary casualty. They could be used any other place, for any other means, far suited better than a simple mission to go do whatever the hell we're doing. It is
now, if I give you the exemption, that means I also have to give the option for an exemption to both Oni and New Solidarity, who will be gathering the other 2 recruits.
That's, I mean, they would probably have similar ideas of they've been working with their crew for the longest. They know what their people can do. Having another party member is just a casualty waiting to happen and unnecessary blood being spilt.
So he begins to speak up, and he says, Farron LaFleur, acts of heroism entitled to destroying a orcish stronghold in Alarath. No offense there, they are different. They're a different tribe of orcs from your own. It also comes down to slaying a dragon among a group of only 3. Despite how she may seem, she is quite skilled. The same thing could be said for the other 2 recruits. I have vetted them thoroughly.
I do not disagree that you have vetted them, whether you have or not. A liability is still a liability.
And what do you believe will happen? You believe they might die? Well, unfortunately, that is a fact of war.
Well, when the freaking juggernaut suited little freaking bitch came in drunk off her ass, I don't trust her.
I understand that, which is why leading up to the day before the raid, she will be heavily monitored to make sure that she does not indulge in any substance that might impair her ability to do battle. And her track record speaks for itself.
Again, still, liability is a liability, and 3 of them are more capable of doing something better than it's a more opportunity for them to do something other than what we are doing. Having an 8th person is just unnecessary. There's 7 of us. If you do not believe we can handle this by ourselves, then say such.
I certainly believe that you will. However, I would prefer one of them be casualties, as opposed to any one of the members of your group.
At that point, not only undermining my skill, but you are undermining the skill of Motley Crest. In that, we do not need another being to just slow us down.
The extra manpower will not hurt you.
Whether it hinders us or helps us, either way, it is still unnecessary.
And if one of them dies because they go with you, so be it. Better them than you.
Again, I understand you have your one-track mind of Warpath, and that is understandable.
This is a matter of preserving resources.
And then having another one tack onto us is not preserving resources, that is expending them. Because you are expending another body when they could be used somewhere else.
Make a persuasion check.
$20.
So he says, against my better judgment, if all the members of your group, the decision must be unanimous, decides to not bring one of them with you, in this instance I will allow it, but it must be a unanimous decision.
Understood. Alright, I'm gonna go back and relay the information to the rest of the group.
As he's coming down, I'm over there. Man, LaFleur, welcome to the team. Glad to have you. I'm ready for us all to roll out together.
You fucking dick.
So she's like, it's really you.
Alright, I'm not going with them.
Really?
I'm not going with them. Done.
I'm not understanding. What's the
I am
beef?
playing my character because she's a drunken fool. My character would not put himself in harm's way because another person is going to be there that could hinder anything. I am playing my character how I would play my character. I would not go. Done.
But aren't we like a whole bunch of like murderers and robbers?
Yeah, but she's a drunken. I'm not a murderer nor a robber. I'm a very intelligent freaking being. I am a freaking consulate. Fuck that. I will not.
Yeah, but I drain people. Like,
So mighty.
I get tipsy off that mana.
Your food supply. He doesn't give a fuck about your food supply. Being a drunken, flying in a freaking suit and then drunkenly showing up to a meeting is irresponsible and unprofessional. So I will
I
not be
like
there.
that she knows how to make an entrance.
That's my final word on it. I will not go.
In a moment, she shows an uncharacteristic degree of sobriety, like in an instant.
Don't care,
As
Gavin.
she-
I'm not going. If they pick her, I'm not going. Done. I'm not gonna. No, we're not gonna change my
Why?
mind how my character's gonna be played. I'm not
Okay.
changing my mind because of how my character's
Like a
played.
Child.
No, he's being a smart military man. Somebody freaking comes in, drunk as fuck. That's supposed to have all these skills. No,
And if
fuck
she
that.
goes
That's
down,
unprofe-
leaves her on the fucking, then leave her on the battlefield.
Nope, don't care.
Okay.
Not
An
going.
extra body is just an extra person that can either be used as a meat shield or may have
I was
some.
literally gonna
How
say
he-
meat
that's
shield.
not how he does combat.
Well, that's how fucking military says it. An extra body on the field, as long as they're not cutting off
Called
an
him a
arm. or
fucking
having
meat
a
shield.
big-
Nah, fuck that.
Okay.
Alright, Gavin,
I'm not
that's
calling
my
you a
decision.
meat
I'm not
shield.
going.
I'm just okay. Whatever.
You're not going to convince them.
I'm
That's
not a
the-
meat shield, but she's a
No.
meat shield. It's not how you
She could
fucking
be-
do combat.
I know. I'm not saying that she's. I'm just saying if they could be used as that way, or if they want to be used. Because what are tanks? Tanks are meat shields. She is basically a tank. She's an armored tank. Tanks are meat shields. The barbarians a meat shield.
I'm
Once
not.
again, we're going to just put it up to a vote. And we're
Alright.
going to move on with that. Because I'm not going to sit here and bicker about this.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
I vote we move out with the
Orgrim
girl.
starts walking off and going back to the commander, telling him that he will not be going with Motley Crest as they are irresponsible, and walks off. Done.
As he walks off, I say, well, he's a pleasant one. Everybody ready to go?
Let's do it.
Brandon, what do you want me to do here as the DM? Like,
I'm not saying you do anything. Play the game as it's supposed to be played, and I will play my character how the character is played. Dude, I'm playing my character how I would play my character, and just understand that. I'm going to play my character how I would play my character. So what I want you to do is understand that I'm going to play my character how I would play my character. So if I'm not playing for tonight, that's understandable. That's how that works. And we can come up with something on the back end. but of what my character is doing while they're off doing their adventure. But that is my decision.
Anon's like, I should hit him with a planar shift. Send him somewhere he can cool off. That would be great.
Farron just looks at the rest of the group and she's like, I'm sorry, did I cause a problem? I didn't mean to.
Well, I think we're all set and ready to go.
When you drink, it hurts other people. I don't know. I'm just throwing random
show
things
up
up
to a
in the air.
meeting that is of high importance and you show up drunk, there's a problem.
She also built that armor, though. Like,
Oh, you could freaking build a war machine. You show up
Hey,
freaking driving the damn thing drunk as
we're
fuck.
not here to
You're
lecture
irresponsible.
fantasy characters, man. It's not going to do anything.
Right. Well, that's. I'm just explaining the reason
We're
why I'm
moving
not
on.
going with them.
okay, so you have 3 days of downtime until this happens.
Mhm.
So this is still in the same evening as the War Council.
All right.
so-
Well, I am going to work on my weapons and shield.
So you did say you were speaking to the Dawn Commander. The Dawn Commander says to you, what are you proposing then? Your forces are accompanying Motley Crest, and you are to lead them.
I will stay with my forces while they go do their freaking.
There will be no
Lottery.
separation between the two. Motley Crest will be
I
at
will
the
take my
front of
forces
the
where I
charge.
agree to take my forces, not where you demand them.
And that is why I placed you in charge of them. However, Motley Crest is accompanying your forces directly. When the final battle occurs and you are fighting against the whatever you may encounter there, are you saying you are not going to assist them? Just simply because
Of the
somebody is
person
present that you do not like?
It's not that I don't like them. They're irresponsible and they are a harm to themselves and to the freaking cause. You show up drunk to a freaking fight, to a meeting of importance, then there's a problem. If you have a drinking problem that heavy, then you need help and you need to deal with it. Other than that, I will not help in their endeavors. I thought you were talking, this was a freaking mission of, it is absolutely
I'm going to go ahead and intervene here,
unacceptable.
guys. I'm just going to call it. Brandon, be a team player. Get on board with this. I don't care what your character would do or step away.
No!
I'm not going to
Fuck
listen to
that!
lecture the DM for 45 minutes about a fantasy character. We either go to
Alright,
play
then you know
tonight
what? Then I
or
won't
go
play
away.
anymore. Fuck this. I'm not gonna sit there and have that fucking bullshit.
Have a good night.
Well, I wasn't expecting that.
What do you guys want to do? Do you
I
want
mean,
to
when
listen
you-
to them argue about that for another 20 minutes?
No.
We all had a great time
I'm
for
trying to
days
say,
here.
let's
Give
just
it a
move on
play.
without him. I don't know why we're discussing it that long.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you don't want to come with the group to level up and get gear and fight bad guys? Okay, bye. Like, you can do what you want, but that's that.
End of the day, it's still a game. We gotta play as a team. Don't just try and. All right, no, we're done. I'm not gonna dwell on it.
All right.
Let's play and have a good time, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it seemed more like it was just kind of a power play. Like, I want to get my way, and yeah. So I think we move on.
All right. Well, so you have your downtime. So let's go ahead and get around to that bomb that you were wanting to make, Bon. So, theoretically. Oh, you didn't have his headset on. All right. So let's go ahead and get around.
I still heard you. Yeah, I
Okay.
heard you.
So
Theoretically-
theoretically, you would imagine you would know how it would work. Essentially, what you would need to do is create some kind of input loop in this power source that would cause, its power to exponentially build past the degree of what the container could handle. However, as far as how you would do that, you're not a magic person. So, you know the end result, you don't know the steps you need to get there.
Yeah, so I grab a non to see if I can get his expertise on it.
All right. So, Anand, you did go to school for this, and let's make give me an
Doesn't have
Arcana
his
check.
headset. He doesn't have his headset on.
Okay.
We can save this for the end if you end of the session.
No, it's okay. Oh, right, because he doesn't have his headset on. Okay, so
Who doesn't have their
Lucas.
headset on?
Marte. So-
Anon.
Lucas, you wanted to make some potions, right?
Yeah, I made all my. It's everything I sent you in that list.
Okay, and
What was
within the
easy?
given time frame, you calculated that you'd have enough time to do all it.
Yeah, putting on the last one kind of pushes it a little close, so that's why I also give myself a little extra buffer time with taking one of the potions of watchful rest. But I can get the last one, but I spent literally the last 5 days, the 2 on the way to town and the 3 after we got to town, just making potions.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, you can distribute those how you like. As far as for the remaining 3 days, if you have any RP you want to do, any skills you want to get around to, anything like that.
I do have a quick question. Spending 5 days doing potions, can I add to my increasing my skill set or whatever, working towards getting expertise in alchemy?
Okay, yeah, no problem. So you have 3 days, so give me 3 alchemy checks. So that's intelligence or wisdom plus proficiency.
Or is it or wisdom? No, I think it's just intelligence plus proficiency, so that'll be 16. There we go. So I'll get plus 5 to these. 1. That's crap. 2. That's crap. 3. That's crap.
Yeah. Why did you just fail 3 intel checks?
Man, I'm just
Because he's doing
I'm lost in the sauce
alchemy
and all the alchemy stuff. Woo!
So,
What a rough time of it, boys.
what's the total you have to get to again to get your expertise? Remind me what the point system was that we set up.
Yeah, I will do that. It is written somewhere on here. I think it was like 240 or something like that, and I'm at 100. I know I'm at 100.
I've almost had
it's
my Krispy
250,
Kreme
and I'm
resolve.
at 100 right now.
Okay, so yeah, this is gonna be just a 1-to-1 thing then. So you get 23 more points towards it.
I'll take it.
Manon, I did need your help with the checks and whatnot.
Yes, what checks do we need to roll to make this bomb? It's magical, right? Would it be Arcana?
Yeah.
It's kind of a mixture. It's sort of a mixture of technology and magic, but that's why it takes both of you. But yes,
Alright.
this would definitely be Arcana. You would have a general idea for how to do this, but just give me some Arcana checks.
Yeah. We're going to build it based off of me because I am the bomb. I'm sorry.
Change your shirt with your
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll.
Need to roll?
Will 22 work?
Yeah. So you know exactly how you would have to do this, and it would be sort of a tricky procedure, but essentially what you would need to do is you would need to either have 2 of these or take one of them and very delicately split them into 2 in 2 different containers. If you can essentially set up like a loop to where each of these continually charges the other. Eventually they will become overcharged beyond what they can contain and detonate as a result.
If they fail, is it gonna like explode and take out the building? Because if I know that could possibly be a thing,
You
We're not
may
doing
not
anything
want to
yet.
set this up now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Um,
doing anything yet. I'm just trying to figure out how to make it work.
Because
Okay.
once you set this up, the unknown factor is how long it would take to detonate. But you imagine probably not that long.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely wouldn't build it and then just put it in a bag. If
Yeah.
that's
Could we do this with regular mana crystals and make a bomb out of that?
Just
Probably
out of
not.
curiosity, what is the safety measure for this? Is it like if it gets hit by any kind of fire, it just, or is it like it takes something specific to set it off?
The specific thing to set it off is for it to become overcharged, get to a point of where it just basically critical mass.
2 crystals
where-
or a crystal cut in half.
Either one, depending on how big you want the bomb to be.
Yeah, I was about to say the 2 different size crystals, separate crystals are probably bigger as a bigger explosion. Which that is my goal. So got it. I need another crystal. And an airship to drop it out of. Would I know the estimated around the size of this explosion would be?
You really don't. That's the thing. You know big. As far as how big, you don't really know.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What would I need to connect them? What kind of material components would I need to connect them? Do I need to make a tinkering check?
You eventually, just not now. So
Okay.
you already have the receptacles where each one will hold a whole crystal.
Mm-hmm.
You know that just using like basic wiring is probably, granted, you'd probably need some like silver wire, something highly conductive to connect between the two.
Okay.
Very like large bore, like very low gauge silver wire to really make this thing pop.
Okay.
Like we're talking
You mean-
silver wire that's probably that big around. This is like 4 gauge wire. Like
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, sounds good. That's what I needed to know.
If I could interject 2 quick things. One, I had a question for Anad. I don't know if Marty can hear me. Alright, I had something else for DM. I forgot to add my proficiency bonus to those rolls, so I need to add another 15 points on that if that's how that works.
oh yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay, cool. And then I'll have a question for Anad when it goes back. That's all. Okay.
Shoot. I have a question. Me being the bard that can potentially give bardic inspiration, are they possibly asking for my help or anything like that with this?
No, it's fine.
No,
We got everything
I mean-
we needed. There's nothing.
When it
Else we
comes
needed
time
to.
to actually build it,
Build
perhaps.
it, yeah, we could do it, but we're not building it now.
Yeah, but
I just needed to know
Just to
how
make
to.
sure it works.
Yeah. I just needed to know how to build it. All right, I'm good. That's all I wanted to do. Oh, and make a few bullets, I guess.
All right. So
yeah. How many did you say I could make potentially? Inventory
bullets.
Yeah, I'll probably just want to make some more C4 bullets.
Okay. Yeah. That will take some tinkering checks, and it also depends
Okay.
on how much like raw materials you have.
I could just buy some. That's fine. How
Yeah.
much? How much do you think would? Do you want me to do my tinkering checks to see how many
Yeah.
I can make before I spend the money?
Yeah. Give me a tinkering check.
All right, and that is what's the tinkering check? Which one's for intelligence is tinkering, or which one is tinkering?
That's intelligence. Yeah.
Intelligence, say
Yes.
ability check.
Yes.
Okay, intelligence.
Oh well, damn.
Oh, that's the opposite of what I need. All right, did I need 3 or how many? I don't know how many I needed. But
So, what's your person's bonus is 5, right?
5, yeah.
Okay. So typically, I've been quartering your passing checks. So those other 2, no, that's not getting you anything. But that first one, we'll say with that, let's see, you can get 7 bullets if you pay the money for the gunpowder and the steel. We'll just say that'll cost you like 20 gold.
Dope. Works for me.
All right. Well, unless you guys have anything else that you wanted to do, we can just fast forward 3 days.
I will say, Molly wanted to practice whittling.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Do you have access to her character sheet?
I don't, but I think she's going to be joining us here in a minute. She's putting Lachlan down.
Okay. When she joins us, I'll just have her make some checks.
Cool.
And you said
Get up that wood carving skill. When you guys eventually get to your massive fortress that Bon earned, she can make some wooden statues.
Hey, Gavin. Can I, during this period, make some of my artwork that I told that other consulate guy that I would get for him?
Yeah, sure.
Work? Yeah. Not sure what kind of checks I would need to make for that.
So that is going to be a calligraphy check, which is going to, I believe that is a dexterity check. So give me a dexterity check and add proficiency to it.
Okay. So that's, let's see, +5 on... Let's see.
Where's Dracon?
Yeah, I don't know where Tony is, honestly.
I texted him and he said, "Are you coming tonight?" And
Oh no, that's right. That's right.
And he said yes, and I was like, "What does that mean?" And he didn't respond.
Okay. Well, yeah, with that 27, yeah, you make what do you paint? Whatever it is, it's a masterpiece.
It's gonna look a little bit too much like you know who that I just bumped into.
Ah, okay. Is this clothed or otherwise art?
It's gonna be sexy, but not like completely nude. Maybe a little bit of partial nudity. Classy.
Okay. Classy. Okay. Tasteful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly. It's not porn for sure. It's beautiful artwork, like a Botticelli painting.
Yes,
Definitely not.
It's
Not at all. There's no pen involved. None.
No, it looks like a Botticelli painting, but sort of her.
Gotcha. Okay, well, he isn't there currently at the moment, but you can always hand it off to him.
Yeah.
And it,
I can put it in my bag of holding, right?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Can you give me that those 2 slaying bullets that I bought?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me find them.
Yeah, you can work on that. We can get.
What sort of slaying were they again? Oh, just the arrows of slaying. That's right. The bullets of slaying.
But the bullets of slaying. Yeah.
Yeah, I can just make that real quick by changing a name in the title.
Mm-hmm. I figured you could.
All right, and I'm gonna make that 0.02. All right, the description is gonna be off, but the title is right. So there you go.
10-4.
So, all right. So, and you guys see this at the end of these 3 days. Vaskir has painted an absolute masterpiece of this beautiful human in suggestive attire, but again, not nude, very tasteful. And at the end of those 3 days, you receive word that the scouts have returned. So let me pull up a document real quick. I should have had this ahead of time. Open office. There we go. Here it is. Alright. So, you receive word that Halthane, Garrick, Azon, and Hitomi have returned. And you're summoned to the High Citadel. Where is that notes?
Wait, look at that. Hey, Marte, are you in now? Do you hear me?
Yes, I'm not getting it. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, man.
It's okay.
I've been there before. I get it. Hey, do you have a potion of maximum power? Because I'm going through my thing here. You should.
Let me see. I should have. Okay. I am out, so I should have one.
Yeah. Then I couldn't remember if I marked it down that I gave it to you already or beforehand. But
go ahead.
I have one.
Perfect. I will be using it. Thank you so much.
And did you get a potion of advantage earlier?
Me? No, I did not.
You were doing that. Here, you get a potion
I
of
would
advantage.
love a potion of advantage. Yes.
Hey, quick question, because I know different groups play it differently. Using a potion, does that interact with an object or an action?
Bonus action.
It's a bonus action,
is
actually. Using a
bonus.
potion for yourself, giving it to someone else is still a full action.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes.
So, all the 4 leaders of the scouting parties, the 4 main groups, all gather in the Citadel. And you see the scouting party having returned. Hitomi stands up, the ninja chick, and she says, "We've gathered some valuable intel. So, their head scientist is there. Giliara Vykreth? She's there. That's where she has been building constructs to bolster their forces. In addition to that, we have discovered that there is a new type of Vold that has been invented that they are simply referring to as the Stalker. It's quite smaller than the typical Primal, but however, just as powerful, if not more so. It will be a battle."
sorry.
Oh, that was all.
What do we know about his head of research? We know the Twilight Witches with him, Bumash, and we know Shalkor, but I don't know much about this inventor head researcher.
So, she is a skilled artisan, to say the least. She has had some formal training as well. A skilled tinker and a skilled alchemist. She has much knowledge in the way of creating tonics and various automatons. In addition to that, she has been the primary individual in charge of experimentation. Granted, her magical abilities do appear to be limited, so I imagine that she has not been performing this research on her own. But I do know that the Stalker and the High Spawn, much of the research that came about to those 2 varieties' development was brought about by her. So if she were to be slain or captured, we would be depriving them of a valuable resource. Also, I must report, her martial ability seems to be rather lacking. She appears to rely on her creations to defend herself.
It's 20 gold when we get there. She's got a mecha suit she buys in.
Guarantee. Do you so pick one of those? Do you want her slain or captured? Because I'm only gonna do one. Unless you want me to slay her and then bring you the remains. But the remains typically don't last with what I do.
So the Dawn Commander speaks up. He says, "Capture if possible. However, we cannot let her escape. If slaying her prevents itself as the only option, then put her down.
Does she have to be fully intact?
Alive, preferably.
Alive is all that matters, yes? Like,
If
maybe
she is still
if she
able
were-
to
Alive has a
speak.
lot of generalities.
Yes.
They
Like,
both need
alive
their
with
legs.
He
arms
says,
and legs? or just...
to clarify,
Okay.
if she is capable of speaking and is still conscious, that is all that I care about."
We got you.
Now, how far
Okay.
off is where you think that she's at? Because it's also a question of how far we'd have to take her back into a controlled environment.
So, she resides in a tower at the middle of Tranquil Downs, in the very center. You would have to traverse the entire city from any direction in order to reach her. She also appears to be quite paranoid. Their numbers measure in the thousands.
Oh, with this information, Dawn Commander, I would like to speak with you. I know in the War Council it was talked as forbidden or for not, or not forbidden, but not too pricey. But I do recommend that we try to hire the Dark Suns. Now, whether we can make a deal as if they can make it to where you don't pay them right now and we have to pay them over a certain amount of payments, I do believe that it will greatly lessen and reduce the casualties and even guarantee us victory in this war if they are to join. With these new Vold and this lady making constructs, it's not in the thousands. The thousands, it is not looking good.
He says, I have already spoken with your commander at length, and unfortunately, she seems quite disagreeable towards any sort of negotiation on their fee. Frankly, if
I'm
you
not
can
saying negotiate the fee. I'm just saying, y'all, maybe you owe them money. You don't give it up front. Maybe I can talk to them, see if they'll allow you to do it in payments over months.
Second mortgage.
Yeah, get a mortgage.
if you believe you can negotiate with her into bringing down her fee, then perhaps, but
Oh,
we are fighting a war. In the end, I feel as though the necessary funds required to hire them would exceed the amount of casualties that we would inevitably suffer just in the loss of resources that it would take to pay them.
look, I don't know. I could probably get them to go down the price, but you're gonna have to give up something other than money to them that's valuable to them, other than money to negotiate that price down.
If it is forces that she would ask for, I cannot offer it. We are
Not
strung
forces,
very thin as it already stands.
So how does the Dark Brotherhood deal
Or
with
Dark Suns.
politics? Dark Sun, sorry.
That's Skyrim, boy.
This guy. How do they do with do they really try to get in the politic aspect? Are they trying to
No,
get in the politic aspect?
they don't really get into politics. The only pseudo-political policy that they have is that they don't play both sides, just as, for, customer assurance that they will never play both sides of any conflict. But, the Dark Suns.
Oh.
But all in all, they stay out of politics. If someone's willing to pay them, they're willing to work for them.
Oh, dude, I'm one of the Rothschilds. I'll play both sides like a fiddle.
Oh, how interested in land?
Do what now?
Are they interested in land?
Well,
Potentially?
the Dark Suns is always open to expanding. They've done quite a bit over the last century.
So, I mean, my recommendation to you, maybe if you had some land that you could offer up, they could go down the price on that. Or if you want to give them a house in the city or a couple bases in the city, they might loosen their, that way.
They'll protect
But
your kingdom.
price
It'll
gold-
cost you your kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, Dawn Commander, but you can also have everybody else in the all the other kingdoms. Who is all the other kingdoms that were in the War Council try to chip in and pay for this?
That's
my
already. This is a very poor kingdom that has not done very well over the last 2 centuries because of the Vold.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
as far as the actual kingdoms that are involved, you've got Ebonmast, which is where all the Wuxian humans are from. Northreach, which is where all the Scalder humans are
You remember
from.
when we came to this place the first time and there was the murderer in the town and whatnot, and it was a city that had
Yeah.
nothing and they were barely getting by? This is that kingdom.
Oh, that gotcha.
It's all the
Yeah.
same continent. There's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, I cannot convince any of my other cooperants to offer up any of their land, and likely they would decline. I mean, what is there to fight for if you have nothing left when the conflict is over? The only negotiable piece of property is my stronghold. So, what would you suggest?
I'll take it.
Oh. So she wants the money up front, is what he's saying.
Half up front, half afterwards, but prompt
Afterwards.
payment both times.
Hmm. Can you get me into contact with her?
Certainly. There's
How
a
much are you
transponder
willing
machine at the
to-
Heroes Guild.
How much are you willing to pay down?
All we can
for it?
afford to spare is 3 million gold. They're asking nearly 30 times that much.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a finder's fee on the 3 million.
Oh, okay. So, how would you feel about them going up on the price, but letting you pay, as we go on, letting you pay off the debt you owe them?
If they would agree to, over a very extended period of time, allow us to pay back the debt, then I suppose I could agree to that. But that prospect, he says, that prospect has already been discussed.
Yeah, has it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's with like a 42% APR, you know.
Yeah, go on.
What's the term though? Like, are y'all thinking 100 years? Because that's not gonna fly.
The minimum payments get real steep sometimes.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
willing to pay them over the next 10 years.
It'll
That
be
is
the
how long
occasional
it would
balloon
likely.
every 3 months.
He says that is how long it would likely take.
Gotta jump it up.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. And what also are you willing to put down for this payment? So to let the Dark Sons know that you aren't going to just back out of the deal.
Well, what do you suggest? We have very little to offer.
What?
I can offer them 3 million. They are asking for 80.
Yes, but you can pay them the 3 million, but you also need to put something up with it, kind of, not so they can take it, but in case you don't pay them off, they could take it. That kind of thing.
Collateral.
Are you talking about repoing an entire kingdom?
Yeah, you need to put up a collateral. So if you don't
the
pay them
repo
off,
man's gonna come over here and clean out the whole kingdom.
And he says to you, and I am asking you, as far as such collateral, what do you suggest? We have very little that we can offer in the way of that.
Every maiden in the kingdom.
It's gonna be a steep price, like maybe your kingdom or something.
That is not my place to discuss, and I can assure you the High King would not agree to give up the throne for their assistance.
Not the throne, but only if you don't pay them.
And under any circumstance,
they're not going to collateralize the throne.
You are speaking of jumping from one war into another in the event that our kingdom is not able to meet their demands.
I can only do so much, but let me talk to him.
I mean,
could you imagine a repo man coming through the kingdom?
We're taking
that. Overalls and everything going in.
We're
Look,
taking
hey
that.
guys, it's not me. This isn't my choice.
I'm sorry.
We're
I don't have a
taking
choice.
that.
I got this.
Yeah.
I got this form that says I gotta take that crown and go.
Yes.
He says to you, individuals have long feared the Dark Sons over concerns that their forces match the might of that of an entire kingdom. If we were unable to pay them, I fear that we would see that put to the test.
Yes, I do. I do understand that.
I'm gonna be real. It doesn't sound like these guys are gonna bite. They don't have anything to offer. They're asking for way more than what they got.
Yeah, I don't know. I could talk something.
Yeah, but even if you talked it down to a tenth the cost, they're asking.
I'm not talking down price. I'm not talking about price. I'm talking about paying them
I'm
off.
gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. Why would they help them out if they're in it for the profit? They just rather have a kingdom almost destroy themselves than they can just take over if they wanted to.
It'd be worth more if the king died and we could just,
Not.
What?
Looking from a profit margin stand.
Hold on, my mom was calling me. Yeah, it's true though.
It's true though. Let me just talk to her real quick, and we'll make it quick. If it doesn't happen, it happens. If it, it happens, it doesn't.
He says, "There's a transponder machine in the back. I hope you have that knows how to speak code."
Don't even. Do you have? Shit.
I'll send an interpreter with you.
Okay, that's fine. Yep. Basically, I want to speak to the Dark Suns and ask for the commander. What was her name? Damn it.
Megumi Anzai, Commander Anzai.
Commander Anzai. Like to speak to Bond Vorax. Would like to speak to Commander
Sergeant
Anzai.
Vorax.
Sergeant Vorax would like to speak to Commander Anzai.
This is already going great, guys.
Okay, guys.
So she chimes in on the other side. This is Commander Anzai. Am I speaking with Sergeant Vorax?
Yes.
You have matters to
Look-
discuss? I am quite busy. Do make it quick.
Yes, I do have matters to discuss.
So, by the way, as
on-
you're hearing this, it's all just through a series of beeps and somebody
Beeps,
telling
yep.
you what the beeps say.
Okay, yeah. I do realize your time is important. I will make it brief. This kingdom is very poor, but they are willing to pay $3 million upfront and pay the rest off in 10 years. I would highly suggest doing this. For the toll of these people would be great, but I understand if you are not willing to do this. But they will pay you off in 10. They said 10 years, and beyond that is up. It's up to y'all.
She responds and says that I have doubts they would be able to meet such demands, and 10 years is simply unacceptable. She says they would have to offer us significant territory in response to that. And then she says, I will make you a deal. If once the conflict is completed, if the Dawn Commander is willing to offer up... Oh, what is that place called?
What, the fort?
Fort Dawnspear, and completely relinquish it to the Dark Suns, I will accept his demands. Beyond that, this discussion is over.
We'll speak to the Dawn Commander, and I will let you know. I think these people problem are mainly the Vold. If we get rid of them, they could be a very prosperous country that could potentially get us more gold in the future. Just keep that in mind, Commander.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. You mean a skill that I have expertise in? That's a 31.
Oh my god.
That's a 31, bro.
The best thing is,
That's a
this isn't
31,
even
bro.
him talking. This is him talking to an interpreter that's basically texting.
Oh,
So, man, that's an epic check.
Oh,
She
what did I
says-
say?
For the price of 10 million paid over 5 years, and all of their fortresses, aside from their main fortress, every holding they have in the kingdom apart from the main fortress, becomes property of the Dark Suns prior to the completion of the contract. For 10 million and that property, we agree.
I bring that to the Dawn Commander, and this is what I could negotiate, and that's what I could get. Whether y'all decide and the High King decides to take it is up to y'all. I do believe that y'all's main problem is the Vold, or is the primal Vold, and if they are relinquished from this region, y'all will become a very prosperous nation.
Give me another persuasion check.
Oh shoot, that's not.
We'll just keep the
well,
same roll. It's fine.
That's another 30.
that's another 30.
That's a 30.
That's a 30, baby.
He says, I
That
do
is the
suppose...
most hardcore perception I have ever seen.
Sorry,
He
that's
says,
My bad.
he
Dude.
says, I do suppose if the Primal Vold are vanquished, that there would be little need for us to even have these holdings any further. After all, the mission would be complete. I would still like to keep my main fortress just in case the threat ever reveals itself once more.
They did correct me if I'm wrong. They did say he could keep the main fortress, correct?
He did. Or
Okay.
she did, Commander
She
Anzai.
did. Yep. Yep.
Dude, you
Yes,
could
they
knock
said
the
you could-
pants off of a paraplegic with a roll like
Dude, I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I'd set the DC for both of those rolls pretty high, so that was clutch.
he won. he won D&D today.
No way.
I honestly thought, I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm setting this too high, that this is impractical for him even to pull off, but okay, so he says, for those terms, I accept. We will pay them 2 million gold per year for the next 5 years, and once the mission is complete, and not a minute before, they have the right to all of our holdings around the rest of the country, aside from our main fort.
Deal. And I guess I have the the person.
He writes it up.
Do I sign on behalf?
Yeah, being the primary person proceeding over it, yes, you would.
All right. I put my John
Here we
Hancock
go.
on
How that
it.
works?
Are you sure?
That's not how that works.
I don't think that's a good
He
idea.
suggested it. That means he's in charge of it, right?
No.
Well, he also holds rank.
That's
speaking
above
on
his
behalf
pay.
of Motley Crest,
Yeah,
or who's he speaking
big.
on behalf of?
Behalf of
You're talking
Dark
about
Suns.
taking holdings of an entire kingdom, but this
Yeah.
is your world, DM.
Of an entire organization, not a kingdom.
Right. They're making a deal this big, they would send a rep.
They don't
I
have
have to say-
time to send a rep.
Okay.
I have to
So-
say, if you can't be a god, it's second best as being as rich as a god.
My guy, they got spellcasters that can teleport in the Dark Suns. We know that. For something like this,
Yeah.
one out.
No,
I
that's
think
true.
they would.
Mm.
You, you do have a valid point. I forgot about the Spelljammer Squadron.
I think the commander herself would probably come sign
Yeah,
this
and you're
one.
and you're probably right. So
I was going to say,
Okay,
if we
so-
think about back then, if they were coming with the purpose of authority, then they would have something that would signify said authority that would let them transact on business.
yeah, I
Not
forgot
this
about their
time.
magical capabilities. So just for the sake of brevity, you transpond with the commander once more. And after a couple minutes after you finish transponding with her, you hear a magical thrumming noise from the main chamber. And out of this portal that appears, you see a green-skinned female wearing like a black samurai gi with like a giant katana across her back. Steps out. She's like covered in tattoos, and accompanying her is a couple dozen armored troops wearing black spiky armor, carrying various firearms and bladed weapons. And she walks up to the Dawn Commander and says, "I am so glad, Commander Zetgarth, that we are able to come to some sort of agreement." And he takes her hand and says, "And I ensure you that I will make sure that you honor it." She's like, "We have never broken a deal in the entire history of our organization. Our word is our bond."
Literally. Yes, it is, Commander. I knew we would be doing this again.
I get it.
I will say, this is gotta do you some good. If you brokered this or you made this deal happen, it's gonna reflect well on you.
Oh yeah, it is.
All right.
And she says to you, "And Lieutenant, thank you for your generous contributions to the cause of our brave organization."
Yes, ma'am. I do like how the Dark Suns are. They do keep their word, and that's what I like about them.
She says, "Let me reiterate, Lieutenant, your contributions to our organization are greatly appreciated."
Thank you, Commander. I will take this ranking up very highly, and I hope to. I give the Dark Suns more business to be further.
And without even asking for permission or without even any warning or anything, one of these troops, one of these soldiers accompanying her, carrying a scroll, walks up to you and presses it against your leather, and you see your old rank disappear and your new rank reappear on your armor.
Fancy.
Nice.
We have business to attend to. Time to go teach these.
Yeah, I've
Final
been over
Bold
here hanging out
is
with the
boss.
floor this whole time.
Do you think anybody would care if we just took over the kingdom when they were at their weakest?
Yeah, he's speaking this out louder in his head.
No, like I'm just mumbling it to the guys so nobody can hear. But like, what if we just straight up hijack it?
Yeah, but like,
Oh,
you have to defend it then.
Yeah, that's true. What if we hijack it and then sell it off piece by piece?
But you still have to defend it while we're selling it off.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll be like, well, they can
dumb.
hijack it. Everybody can hijack it.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Darn
we're
it.
strong enough to cover an entire kingdom's
This
worth
is
of territory.
Yeah.
Anand planning a freaking coup d'etat.
A coup implies that allegiances are had. I've no allegiance to anything but the coin now.
The All right. Sorry, what was my new rank in the dark?
You
Just
are a
changed my,
lieutenant now.
Lieutenant.
Change my
Yeah.
character's name to Reggie Side. Yes.
Is it Captain Lieutenant or Lieutenant Captain?
Lieutenant Captain.
Oh, Lieutenant Captain. Okay. All right, let's get to fighting. I want murder.
Hey, while we're on our way, is it alright if I go take a pee break? Not that the whole team does, but can I take like 2-minute pee break?
Yeah, gotta take a picture.
Yeah,
we need to roll some fucking wetland checks.
I'll send Maid Cam to assist you. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Yes, even though I've been like on and off this entire time.
Lieutenant.
I did not get those donuts, but I did get them to call Krispy Kreme corporate and refund me my money, even though they delivered it to the wrong house.
Nice.
Nice.
But yeah, it's small ones, but I didn't. That was $30, man, for a 12. So I wanted my money back.
Hey, I was trying to find a picture of the different Dark Suns ranks to show you, but I can't really find it. But I'll dig it up eventually.
Hey.
So with that, actually, let's do take a 5 because I'm two beers down, and yeah, I need to use the bathroom.
I never did add this to my. Sorry. I don't even know if this is going to be able to, if people are going to be able to see this in the thing. Is there a way I can shorten Lieutenant?
LT.
Or do I? Oh, LT?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bet.
I would know. I used to be a lieutenant.
LT. Oh, cool.
Once upon
Like,
a time.
In the, what were you in?
Just job.
Yeah, at my job.
No,
Like,
We have
that's
a rank
right.
system.
Y'all use,
not
that's
very-
right. Y'all do use like a military rank system, right?
Yeah,
It's not
I'm,
confusing.
And then,
I'm actually a major now.
okay. And then CT for captain?
CPT.
CPT. Okay. So that way, I was about to
You're
say, if I put
Lieutenant
Lieutenant Captain, yeah, I think that, no, is it, yeah, that's how,
You can be lieutenant.
'Cause I'm
corporal.
captain.
There's not lieutenant captain is. Those are two
I'm the
separate
captain
ranks.
of the ship, and then I'm,
Oh yeah, so you're back doing that same thing that Raven was. One rank in Dark
Yeah.
Suns and then a captain as well. That didn't make any sense. So when you get promoted in the Dark Suns again, you'll be the captain.
Captain.
The captain.
I think I just put captain at that point. Nah, I won't put the ship rank. I'll just put the lieutenant LT. That works for me. Because everybody knows I'm the captain of the ship. I don't really, I just need to remember the rank of what I am in the Dark Suns.
So what rank am I
Who's
on
the
the boat?
captain
I
of
know
the
I'm
ship?
first mate, but do I have a rank?
In the
You don't have a rank in the
Read
Dark
on the
Sun?
ship? I don't know. No, I'm not in the Dark Sun. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the ship. You're the captain. I'm first mate. I didn't know if I had a rank as first mate.
I mean, if you want to make a rank,
Nah,
you
you know,
can be
I
like, you did a good
I
job.
like first mate. I'll stick with first mate.
Okay, first mate. All right,
I like
that
first
works
mate.
for me.
Which one's the captain? Which one's the first mate?
I'm the captain. So Bond's the captain. Lucas is the first mate.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
On our ship. It's just the ship.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm a
Yes.
lieutenant in the Dark Suns.
The Dark Suns are pretty loose. There are many people, in fact, most people in the Dark Suns have a pretty typical mercenary lifestyle of they go to bed in their barracks with all their, with other fellow soldiers, and they fight alongside their fellow soldiers. But a lot of members too sort of still keep the life of an adventurer, but they represent the Dark Suns and their interests, which is what Bond is.
And then if I do some, bad things like stealing and theft on the side, as long as no one sees me, they don't really give a fuck.
The Dark Suns is very much an organization concerned with their appearance. So there's a lot of things where the Dark Suns will say, feel free to do it. We don't have your back if you get caught.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of these contracts that have been going on, like the one of the Well of Worlds and all that, they wouldn't have my back if I got in trouble. But if it's one of their contracts and I get in trouble, they probably would send somebody to back up if I needed it.
Yeah.
Can we do some whittling checks? And we have been
Some what
talking
checks?
for the last 2.5 sessions.
Yes,
I'd like to
come
go
on.
do stuff.
I want to kill. I want to
All right.
murder.
So let's fast forward then. So,
Whittling, and then we fast forward.
all right.
Whittling.
So, Molly, if you will give me some, I'll just take away any ability requirement from this check, and we'll just make it a neutral check. Just roll me a d20 and add proficiency to it. We'll make this a neutral check.
Can we just say
So,
like,
meaning
she
no
can
ability
bear for
requirement,
raging
no
while she's doing
ability,
it? She's like
no
raging
ability
while
bonus. No, no ability bonus, but the DC drops by 5. That's a neutral check.
I'm just gonna roll a dice. That didn't work. Did it work? I don't know.
Just roll d20 in the chat.
I did. I don't know.
You can actually throw it in there. You can just
I
double
did.
click it. You didn't drop it on the chat. You dropped it before you had the chat. There you go.
I don't know.
Well then,
Right out the gate.
so
My first roll
what
was a 2.
is this a series of small whittled figures that you're making, or are you working on like a giant masterpiece?
Small.
Small. Okay, well you had 3 days, so
Three
come up
trinkets.
with 3 little wooden trinkets of any sort of animal, object, person, weapon, anything that you would like, really. Three little, like 1 to 2 foot tall, like wooden sculptures, basically. What are they gonna be?
Smaller than that. Like,
So, like a foot. What? Oh, if you're going that small, then you can make like 6
like trinkets.
little, like 4-inch trinkets. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What sort of trinket? It is like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Trinket.
Okay, you got like 10 then. What are you making?
Camping off a lot of them. It's gonna
Small Katie morphed. I'm just
be-
kidding.
I know.
Like a variety of just dancing cats.
Yeah.
Dancing cats.
A series of
Dancing
Dancing cats.
I love it.
I like
love it. That's awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you definitely got it. So,
I
Little-
imagine
10
they're
little
probably
cat-
Not good looking.
no, with that roll, they are.
Yeah.
Like, you've been making some progress. I'd say you're like maybe a couple more checks away from proficiency. But these are like some good-looking cat trinkets. You even notice, Lucas, that one of them looks a lot like Mr. Bibbles.
Can I have one?
I was inspired.
So I thought it
I
was
will
like
take.
double.
Awesome. I will take one dancing cat figurine.
Okay.
Here's my
All right. So
inspiration.
I know some people are anxious to roll some dice and hit shit. So the The party, the army, marches and sets off towards Tranquil Downs. After a couple days of marching, because it is a long way to go, you eventually arrive to what looks like, if you can picture the Shire, like from Lord of the Rings, but it's had like a really bad day. I mean, there's wooden cabins that are broken apart. Many of the doors to these little hovels in the ground are shattered open. And as you approach, you begin to hear this building, this roar, and all 4 sections of this army charge the city at the same time from 4 different directions. You are accompanied by the Volanshir Alliance, so you're surrounded by orcs, goblin riflemen. You're surrounded by bugbear polearm carriers with like their giant halberds. That tends to be their weapon of choice. As the Dawn Commander shouts, "This is it, men! Bring your will! Bring your valor!" And the entire army just charges. If everybody could just roll just some general checks. Weapons, your like spellcasting ability checks, whatever you would typically use to make like attack rolls with magic. This is just for like RP purposes.
So
and you're adding proficiency if it doesn't already in the roll.
So
How many checks are we making?
Just
am I
one.
just doing a dexterity?
Just one for now. Yeah, that's fine.
Dexterity check. Okay.
And if whatever
Sorry,
roll
that's
you're
right.
making
My bad.
doesn't add
That's not it.
proficiency, you add proficiency.
That's not it. That's reset that. Oh no. How do I delete that? No, I'll do a dexterity. Okay, boy, that's a 21. How is it just a +3? I thought it was a +9.
We're just rolling initiative, basically.
Oh,
Not really, no.
We just roll all sorts of shit, apparently.
So I thought dexterity check. Is it dexterity or initiative?
there we go.
It's just whatever,
I
apparently.
don't even know.
This
Fuck.
is just to see how you're doing in combat through the general part of the battle before you get to the main thing.
Okay.
Now, I will say, as with this being like a full frontal assault from all directions, your group actually seems like you're getting the lightest bit of it. As you notice that the majority of their forces appear to be concentrated in other areas, dealing with the other armies. And you notice that you, as a group, as a result of this, have proceeded into Tranquil Downs further than any of the other forces have made it.
I don't like that.
We're just getting separated.
I'm like, separate the
We're about to
you're
get
all
surrounded.
entering the city from different directions, and it seems like the majority of their forces are attracted to the other openings. So,
Okay.
with that, you see a tall tower off in the distance, and you hear this voice, almost like a nerdy, like kind of nasally, like female voice, come over like a speaker that you can see at the top of this tower. And she's like, "Well, you have done well to make it this far, Project Dawn Spear, but you will not find victory this day. None of you are
I cast
capable
off
of
on the
handling."
speaker.
I guess
You do? And the speaker
Fine,
turns
fine.
off.
Yes.
No monologuing. We're not doing monologuing.
We're killing.
And with that, you see yourself just out of like emerging from these like hobbit holes, basically is what they are, running from out of the tower, pretty much from every direction. You find yourself surrounded by this force of, how many are there?
I knew it.
Quite a number. I'm looking up the encounter now. If I could have everybody roll initiative, please.
I just want to start the match off by going up on my broom and on the broom get crouching down into this classic pose, and then you just see me go right down the middle.
Oh,
that would be
I have
perfect.
shared a map, by the way.
How long does it last for?
Have you?
Oh shit. Hey, can I drink some potions before this? I wanted to.
I sort of didn't give you a chance. That's fine. A couple potions. Like don't go overboard with it, but that's fine.
Man, I want two. I want a potion of heroism and a potion of advantage.
Is this like our final fight kind of thing? Like a Like, how big of a fight
I
is this
doubt
fight we're
that.
going into?
So heads up, the heroism.
I
like
got
10
another
minutes.
one from you.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
10
sorry,
minutes?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, heroism I think lasts like 10 minutes.
But I think it's like, okay. I don't know if this is the main battle or. I just drink the potion of advantage.
Oh,
Then.
actually, scratch it. It lasts for an hour.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
never mind.
Then I'm fun to drink both, right?
So I'm just right now where I'm putting you on this map isn't where you have to be. I'm just populating it at the moment.
I do want to see.
Oh shit! Hey, I did want to ask because I never did get a chance. The people that came in, did they see the type of mana crystal I have with this? Yeah,
Did
show
who?
them that mana crystal. Did the scouting group see the type of mana crystal, like the big giant one?
Oh yeah, I mean they would have known that you have it.
No, did they see something in the stronghold? The scouting group.
Oh, did they see more of them?
Yeah.
Yes, there's more of them, all right.
Are they connected by wires?
No, doesn't appear to be.
Okay, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. Ah! Get out!
That's a trap.
I know, right?
That's a drop!
It's a trap. Okay, I was gonna say if they're connected by copper wires, then I'd be like, they about to nuke this bitch.
Hey, I know this is probably the worst time for this, but I will be leaving early tonight. No, I don't have a choice. Like 10 instead of 11.
Oh, okay.
Just letting you know.
Are we all gonna leave at 10? Because if so, I'll be able to go play Valheim, and I won't be mad at that.
Probably not.
Okay.
If
No worries. I was half joking.
I can't.
Sean knows how to play my character.
I mean,
I'm not really
kinda.
needed. I'm just here for comedic effect.
Oh, so you think you're funny?
I know I'm funny, sir.
Hey, Gavin, can you release our token so we can move them?
yeah, give me just a sec. I'm trying to get something set up.
Where's the map? Oh, there's the map.
This would be the perfect time to cast Earthquake, but I don't have it.
Why don't you have it?
So I'm not high enough to use it.
Hey, what's the password for the server?
Hey, Tony.
Look who it is.
Yeah, I've been here since before y'all took a break. But what's
It's
the password?
Juice
Yeah,
for the
Man.
server?
he's been here for a little bit. I saw him in the chat.
What's the password?
I'll insult you later.
It's,
There's no
it's
password.
pinned in the chat.
There is a
It's pinned in the
password,
chat.
but it's pinned at the top of the channel.
It was like good goon crack something. Crack
Oh, is that
addicts anonymous. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Good
Something like
Goon
that.
Crack Addicts Anonymous. No, that's not what it
I'm gonna
is.
go with Good Goon Cracked Zone.
That
That's
sounds right.
Crack addict zone.
No, this isn't the song.
I know because it's cracked. Hey, how much ammo does William take? One of my ammunition, or
Yeah,
what does
it
take?
still does. It still takes a bullet.
The big bullets or the small bullets?
Big bullets.
No, big boys. Okay.
I don't think it's gonna let me in.
The big boys.
That's what
The
he
big-
said.
Why is it doing that to you, man?
I don't know.
Is
I
it
don't
got
know,
something
man.
against you? Like, what did you
Did-
do to piss
Did
this
you
off?
check out your NAT settings like I told
did.
you? You
Yep.
did? Okay.
Yep. I'm the one that showed you how to change your NAT settings.
Bro, this is
I'll
not
change
a...
your net settings.
Tony turns everything into a competition. No, I fail harder than you have ever failed.
I'm the most humble.
I love you, so I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was just going to go full in on you.
Someone might call you a pushover.
That's what she said.
Appropriate.
No, I'm just messing with her. Kind of.
Man, I would like some pie, though.
I got some pie.
What kind of pie you got?
Apple.
Excuse me.
Anal.
Who said anal pie?
Alright, you guys should be able to move your tokens around now.
That's a different kind of pie.
I can't move my token.
I mean,
Well, I understand why you can't.
no, not until you try it, but dang.
On this map, do we see the enemies?
Daddy, I don't like this flavor.
You're about to.
There is a lady present.
Yeah,
I don't know if this flavor's right from you.
Honey, would you like some anal pie later? I don't think she does.
So I might have misspoken earlier, Marte. I don't actually have physical apple pie. I have apple pie moonshine, so it's a little different.
That is I was thinking of something substantial.
I mean, it does its job.
It doesn't fill you up.
No comment.
It makes me feel good.
Yeah, but you said we could take a potion before this. Is there okay? This is gonna sound dumb. How do we take a potion? Like, how do we activate it?
You just
say-
delete it from your inventory and say that you have it.
You say,
No,
Dungeon
you-
Master,
okay.
I drink
I
my
was gonna
potion.
go ahead and use the potion of heroism. I feel like that might be a smart play since the battlefield's looking pretty full.
Make sure you eat the bottle.
I'm gonna do the same.
I mean,
I'm gonna take a potion.
do I have to eat the bottle?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you eat the bottle.
I eat the bottle. Really?
That's a reference to a thing.
I feel like you guys are just kind of trolling the new guy. Like, yeah, you eat the bottle. And like,
I
oh my
will
god,
say-
look, he actually bit into it. There's crushed glass in his mouth. What an idiot.
As soon as you start doing it, I'm like, no, the potions I gave you, the glass of the bottle is like got engraving written in gold on it, and it actually has it's basically my symbol. It's the symbol of the brimstone witch. I also make the vials.
You know what the
I'm
bottle's
not gonna
back?
take the time to engrave all this. I see you just like chewing on it. I'm like,
Well, I attempt to try it, but then I can't. You know, my teeth aren't that strong.
All right, let's get around to combat, guys.
So can I go? I'm taking a potion too. Everybody's potioning.
I would give you some time to take like a potion or two, but
Okay, I'm
no
downing.
Shiziki style 17 things I'm prepping before the fight. So.
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Hey, when do I get to make black sap again? Black sap is the best thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink a potion of maximum power to get things started.
So we can't do like The Witcher and take like 15 potions beforehand, oil our blades, and all the different
No.
crap.
No, there's no pause button as you have a feast as you're falling off a cliff.
Real quick, if you were taking a potion of heroism, you get 10 temporary hit points. So go ahead and add those on.
Although,
Oh, yes,
I will
yes,
argue,
thank you for
Gavin,
mentioning
if you would please give me a moment.
No.
If we are heading into combat, and we
No.
have known that we are heading into said combat,
No.
it would behoove people to take the materials and cast the spells that they would need to engage in such combat.
This guy right
We
here.
did march all the way here, and we did know what we were getting into, and we've already been in the fight.
That's why I'm letting you do a limited number of things, but certain things would be about to expire and stuff like that too. So I'm letting you have like one or two things set up.
Nope, I just took a potion of heroism. I'm good.
I just chugged it, and I'm ready to get her done.
Hey,
All right.
I do have a question. These
What's that?
automaton things, the golems, what are they made of? Are they metal or are they looking like clay or something?
They very much look metal. Very much so metal.
And we don't have the ability to keep metal anymore. He waited until we didn't have it. before
I didn't
we-
even know you didn't have that.
Yes, I'm from the water section.
We
Oh,
still
and-
have it. I have it.
Oh, well.
I didn't let him get rid of it. I took it back.
But
So
are you
with that,
attuned to it?
Yeah, that's
No.
it. But did you attune
I
to
did not attune to it because I didn't expect to need it.
it? Yeah.
Because
Oh,
we
boy.
no one's ever had metal this entire
No, he
campaign.
waited until we didn't have it anymore.
It's such
Now
a
it's
literally
metal.
those like
True.
those statue things at the Well of Worlds were made of metal.
Yeah, but they're like magically protected or some shit.
Like,
we
it
know
was
they were.
always
We know they
something.
were.
Like,
It
they
was
thought
always-
about this 3,000 years ago, and they've changed themselves. They're not technically metal; they're a stone-based metal. What?
No, they were metal. And like every humanoid you fought has been wearing some kind of metal.
You said you already raged and turned on your
So anyway,
Real
you've
quick,
had
real
plenty
quick,
of people
the
with
last
metal.
little prep.
She's gonna
Molly
rage.
has
Hey,
her
where are we
full
at?
food.
Where are we-
She
where are we-
already raging and have her flame blade like
Yes, massive rage.
That is perfectly fine.
Big boom boom
So-
pow rage. Yes, rage, rage, rage.
So with that, you're gonna be making an attack as this invisible creature just appears right next to you, Anand. And this looks like a primal, but it's much smaller. You notice its like tongue is hanging out of its mouth
Motherfucker.
as
Did
this
he
like
get a nat 20?
as this
Sorry.
poison just drips from it. And again, it looks like a primal, but it's just a lot smaller. But it's making an attack. It does. This is going to be a straight roll because it's disadvantage plus advantage.
Why would it have advantage?
Being invisible.
Why would it have? Why would he have disadvantage?
I could sense it being
Because he has.
invisible.
Because he. Sure, but he's not attacking you.
Well, fuck him.
Because he has what?
Did I roll initiative?
So Anand has. So people that make attacks against Anand have disadvantage, and there's a reason for that because of an item he's wearing.
The cloak of displacement that he gave me?
Yes. Well, no, it was the cloak of protection that he gave you. He still has his cloak of displacement.
No, he gave me the cloak of displacement.
I gave you
Oh,
my
really?
cloak of displacement.
No.
I
have
it.
his. I had
Yeah,
one.
don't-
I gave.
Oh,
Don't put
okay.
words in my mouth,
I was
sir.
like, wait a second.
You guys
That's
have
a lot of
ladies.
cloak of displacements in here.
That
got a 16.
hits. So you're gonna take.
Ouch.
I haven't even.
I think, did you?
So
Did
you
roll?
take
I thought you did.
17 points of
Dude,
piercing damage and 4 points of force damage. And if you could make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I don't
what
think
I'm
he's
gonna
hit.
do is I'm gonna use silvery barbs.
Does he have to re-roll that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I get to give advantage to somebody. So I'm going to give advantage to
That's
the barbarian.
still a definite hit.
Good
Hey,
gracious, O'Malley.
Hey, Gavin, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Silvery Barbs as my reaction.
Okay, let me roll again. That's a 24.
Still it. Oh my god.
Anybody else?
Hey, Gavin, I'm gonna.
Hey, who
Are you really?
Who are you gonna give advantage to?
Sucker punched. I didn't roll initiative. Let me do that, by the way.
Yeah, do that. All right, well,
on, who you gonna
that's
give
still a
advantage
hit.
Ooh, 26.
Oh,
You would actually have gone before.
Well, I go first.
you may. Okay, I didn't realize you hadn't. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna cast this. I gotta put the kids in the bed anyway, so let me cast
Okay.
this. I am going to cast. Let me go.
This
ahead and
guy's still invisible, then, and he's still back here.
do- You're perfectly fine.
So this guy wasn't hidden. He was actually invisible.
Actually invisible, yes.
Okay. Well, that is a level 6 fireball.
Nice. Okay, some
I
dex
drank
saves.
my potion of maximum power.
That only
Oh,
works
it's
for
a fourth
4th level.
Darn it! I forgot. Okay, so it doesn't get used. That's fine. I'll still retain it
Okay.
in my system and metabolize it.
Oh, actually, they're gonna cast counterspell.
They're gonna cast counterspell.
You guys still have your reactions because we went back a turn.
Okay. Counterspell.
You do have to make
No,
a ability check.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to make an ability check because this is level 6.
Yep.
So I'm gonna counterspell one of them.
Oh, that's a failure, however.
Yeah.
So the other one's gonna chime in with the counters. Well, no, they can't do that once it's already resolved. Okay, yeah, it goes off.
Okay. So let me roll the damage for it. That is, how many D6s is that? 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of D6s. How many is that?
So the Mechanox 1 succeeds, but the other 2 fail.
Okay. So a standard fireball is level 3, and that's 8 D6s, yes?
Yes.
And we add
So
an
you're
additional
looking at
D6
11
per level.
d6.
So 11 d6s. Okay, let's go
Yep.
ahead and do that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Please don't be a trashy roll. Please don't be a trashy roll. Oh, ones. 44.
Okay. High
Wasn't
spawn 1 is going to use its reaction for an absorb elements,
Okay.
but
I'll do it.
high spawn 2 takes the full force.
I
Good.
still have my reaction, man. That's what we're doing.
Well, you're going to counterspell as absorb elements?
Yeah, why not? I can do that.
Okay. Primal Void 1 is going to try to counterspell your counterspell.
I did not say I didn't settle, so yeah. That's my reaction, so I can't do anything about that.
Alright, so number 1 is going to take 22 points, and number 2 is going to take 44.
Oh, actually,
And then the...
which one is it? That uses,
So,
was it high spawn 2 or high spawn 1?
high spawn 1 is the... Are you talking about what, for the counterspell?
Yeah, who?
The Primal Void 1 is the one that used counterspell.
Oh, Primal Bolt.
Yeah, they can counterspell.
okay.
It's
I
a
thought-
race
I
tool
thought-
ability, yeah.
Gotcha. Never mind. Disregard. I should have said subtle. I didn't say it, so it didn't happen.
Alright, and with that, I'm just gonna say that the Stalker did the same thing, so he is gonna take... What was that damage? 21 points of damage. And what was the sneak attack? 76. Come on, Fantasy Grounds. There we go. That's an additional 27 points of damage for 48. Yeah, and he's gonna go for another attack for his how many do they get? Yeah, his second and final attack. Oh, and he has to make a con save for both of those. Anand would have gotten... Oh, he used his reaction, so he doesn't have it. So he doesn't have shield. So that hits, and he makes 2 Constitution saving throws. Let me look at his character sheet. No, that
77?
no, that wasn't right. I don't know why. What did it just... No, that's not right. Why did it... It rolled critical damage for some reason.
Gavin,
Why did
Gavin,
it roll
just-
critical damage?
Just take the hit, Gavin. Just take the hit.
No, this wasn't for my guy. That was for him.
I'm teasing.
No, he didn't. He didn't take that. I don't know what it did just
That
there.
was weird.
Anyway, so yeah, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. Two DC. Well, you'll figure out what that is. That's 1 failure, 1 success. So that's an additional 2d10 poison. Alright, that's the end of its turn. Bon, you're up. And he is now visible, but he is going to use his bonus action to, to fix that. So he goes back invisible.
Yeah, I still sense him. Fuck him. He's not invisible
Only
to me.
within when you're within 60 feet.
I'm pretty sure he's in with 60 feet. I mean, it's actually 30.
30.
Yeah,
you can't see
30.
him where you can't see him where
that's
he's
right.
at.
Yeah. He'd have to be in the middle of that. Okay.
How
That's
high
fine.
did these guys roll? Because I see Primal Fucker 3 gets to go next.
Alright, so what you got, Bon?
Okay. So I have my arcane cannon out. Yeah, so I'm gonna do poison spray. No, I'm gonna do a frost shot, I guess. Yeah. Frost shot. A 30-foot radius.
Alright, where are you putting it?
Yeah, frost shot.
It's an item
arcane
he has.
cannon. Yeah, item I have.
That's cool. Are you
Yeah,
an
it's an
artificer?
arcane cannon. No, I'm not. I'm a gunslinger. Matt Mercer
Whoa.
gunslinger.
Gotcha.
I'm also a rogue. I'm multi-class. I think I'm gonna do it right here.
Cool combo.
Okay, that's what, a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, sir. Wait, no. Yeah, wait, hold up. A Constitution saving throw.
Alright, well, I already
DC
made the
14.
roll for 1, so I'll just add the con modifier. Said it was a DC 14, that's a failure.
15.
15, okay. It's a failure. Oh, let's see. No, that's a success. And actually, it's magical, so they do have advantage. Let's see.
Really? They would? Out of a arcane blast?
It is an arcane cannon.
Yeah, well. But it's not a spell,
Like
it's
a
an
magical
ability.
weaponism. I don't
It's
know.
not a spell, it's an ability.
Any creature that has magic resistance, it specifies against magic and magical effects. However, the Mechanox, it failed. So
Okay,
roll your
well,
damage.
Yeah, that's a 4d10. Hold up, 1, 2.
As you just take
D10.
this, like, mortar cannon looking thing, holding it from both hands on the top, you flip a switch, pull the trigger, and this giant, like, ball of ice lands in their vicinity and shatters.
So if they succeeded, they take half of that. If they failed, they take all of that. If they failed, their speed is reduced by 10 for a minute.
Okay, so which Mechanox is this? Mechanox 1 takes the full 25, and this thing actually looks pretty hurt after that. The other ones just sort of, I don't want to say shrug it off, but they chuckle as they get hit by this blast. And to describe these creatures, these are exactly what you saw in the book. These are Vold Highspawn. These are intelligent primal Volds, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Okay,
Bolt
and
Stalker 3.
hold up. I need to add something. He can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success. So for the negative 10, so just remember, I don't know which one has, but one of them has negative 10 movement
Yeah,
speed.
the Mechanox does. Alright,
Yeah,
and
I
with
feel
that,
like Mechanox would be very vulnerable to ice damage, but that's just me.
it's not in the stat block. Anyway.
Next. Okay.
So, this Stalker, with you having unleashed that magical blast, you see this coming, however, Vaughn, because you can see invisibility. So when it breaches that 30-foot perimeter, you see, like, encompassed by this outline, or actually you don't even see it because it's blind sight, but you hone in on its location and you hear it, you smell it, you feel the breeze against you as this creature stands next to you as it makes an attack. So you essentially can see it. So it doesn't have advantage. That is a hit, however. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as you get stabbed by this spike from its wrist as this poison enters your body. Why was it partially absorbed?
They have temporary hit points.
Okay. Yeah, give me a Constitution saving throw, Bon.
Yeah, because those I'm just absolutely great at.
You get to add a D4 to it.
Does he? Oh yeah, the Potion of Heroism. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to help you here, but...
Yeah, 13.
You had a slight chance of that working, but... Alright, You
can always use a luck point.
Yeah.
do you want to do that? See if he'll miss?
Yeah, I'll use the luck point, see if she misses. That's good.
For the saving throw, but either way, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to use
which-
a luck point for that, I guess.
On the
It's
saving
on
throw?
Either way.
Yeah. I mean, if I do it on the hit, it could potentially
On the
no
hit,
damage, no.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, but he also probably has a high thing.
Make your choice, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the hit.
All right, let's see if he hits. Yeah, that hits. All right, he gets one more attack. That's a hit, and I need another Constitution saving throw.
Fucked. It's a 17.
That's a success. So you shrug off the effects of the poison. Molly, you are up as he fades back.
You gotta
He
move.
He does leave your range, however, when he moves.
Oh.
If you would like to make an attack, Molly.
So, I want to try and backseat play your character. Don't you have uncanny dodge?
I do, yeah.
You want to use
half
it?
the damage.
Since it's a newer thing for your
half
character.
Half that damage.
Okay, so half the damage from the first hit. The first hit did.
That's a reaction, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
And it's not like a once a day. You can use it every single round.
Every single time. Yeah,
I
as long as
used
that
to play a
reaction.
rogue. I pissed off my DM so many times because he wanted like
24. It's 24 for the damage.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, actually, it would absorb 10 hit points, right?
Yep.
Wait, so how much damage did you fucking do to me?
A lot. I'm looking into.
So that would have been instead of 48, that was probably 58. So you would have that to
Okay, so I
29?
see it. It did 24 points of damage, so you would have 12 more hit points right now.
12.
I already
Okay.
corrected it. All right,
What do
and
you
Molly, if
mean?
you want to make your attack, I already subtracted the damage from your wounds.
To 24?
It did
non.
24, but it did 12 instead.
You did it to a
No,
non.
no. It did 28. It did
Oh,
28.
I did do it to.
And then I reduced
Yeah.
it. Oh, did you? Because I had 28 points of damage on, or 48 points of damage already on me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that would have been an extra 10, so that was 58. So it would have halved that to 29. So you should really only have 19
No,
damage.
I had 10 hit points that
Yeah,
reduced
fine.
it. Yeah.
Did 24.
Yeah, 24. I got it
That
right.
did 22, 46. So half of the first hit would be minus 12 and then minus 10. Okay, you're at 12 wounds.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That works. Sweet. All right.
Back to the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's actually good. Okay.
Alright, so technically, Molly, you get an extra attack on your turn, but one of them has to go against. That's an attack at 17. That doesn't hit, unfortunately. But it is now your turn. As he's going to use his bonus action to go invisible once more.
Was it my turn?
No.
Nope, we're on Molly's
I
turn
didn't
now.
We barely moved at all. Since
I know, I'm trying to keep this moving. So, alright, Molly, what you got?
We got a
Is she
bunch
there?
of people around us and a couple.
Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah.
She's just deciding what to attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Guys, above us. It's around it. So we'll pick one.
I would say at the end of my turn, I'd interact with the object to put the arcane cannon away.
Okay, that's fine.
Go pick up and smack. Smack, smack. Smack, smack.
You can always try to attack one of the invisible creatures if you want to, just judging off of their last location that you saw them. If you're within 10 feet, because that's the range of your weapon of where you decide to attack, then you can roll a disadvantage and possibly hit him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to call.
All right, make your attack. Oh my god, that was not great, but you get multiple. So let's go again.
Why do I still have wounds, Gavin?
Because you got smacked.
Yeah, he attacked you. He did the same attack and just used the same rolls.
That's only if you crit. Just roll it on.
That is a hit though, so yeah. Okay, and you still have your bonus. You could always do a reverse end strike of your polearm, but that requires you being within 5 feet. Up to you.
Ooh, a polearm. Nice.
That's what she uses, yeah. Was that a reverse? Was that a reverse end strike? No.
Yeah, because that was your bonus action. That was your third attack.
So you'd have to be 5 feet from him to do that attack. All right. Anything else?
Man.
Nothing else. All right. Stalker 2. So, Stalker 2 runs up to Farron actually, as she's in her power armor, and it's making an attack. So
How high do these stalkers roll, dude?
they have high dex. This one is actually going to have advantage. That hits. So she's going to take this. She makes a con save. And that's a success. So she doesn't take any poison damage. It's going to go in for another attack. And that's another hit. Makes a con save, and that is another success. So that's going to be the end of that one's turn, as she just gets shanked through her power armor. Mechanox 1, it doesn't have enough movement, so it's just gonna... Its speed is reduced by 10. It has this... Okay. That's the furthest it can get. So it's just gonna action dash to get itself here, right in the middle of you guys, so it has some options. As this thing is like swirling around these mechanical tentacles with sharp blades on the end. Mechanox 3, seeing Molly in combat with its ally, it's gonna run over here. It's gonna grab flanking, and it's gonna go in for some attacks.
So, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
Yeah.
Well, it's got a reaction back, so as soon as it gets within 10 feet, you can smack it.
Go for it.
Does have advantage on one of her rolls because a Bardic, or no, that never happened. Never mind.
The silver, wasn't it?
I don't,
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it
think
never
they ever
happened.
went off. Yeah, they
Oh,
never
it didn't
went
go
off
off.
because of
We
retrospect.
had to time travel that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so make your attack
The
against Mechanox 3.
starfish looking thing. That thing you get, you just put your mouse over. Yeah.
Starfish.
Okay. Oh, whatever.
Starfish?
Do you call it a starfish?
Kind of what they look like.
Dude, that
They-
is
they-
a
they're-
starfish. I thought that was a guy with hair that was hanging over.
They kind of look like a mechanical octopus.
Very confused.
Yeah, that's a hit, definitely. All right, and its
It drops
movement
it.
speed becomes 0, so it actually cannot get close enough to attack you.
Or flanking.
Lucas, what you got?
Hey, that's me. So, I'm not a big fan of the invisible peoples. So, I'm just going to get rid of the invisible peoples. I'm going to reach into my bag and use my interact. And I'm going to pull out my lantern of revealing, and I'm going to hang it on the end of my broom. Everything that's within 30 feet of me is now visible.
30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
That time travel
That's-
gave you some knowledge.
Oh, that is all of... Okay, I'm pretty sure that's all of them. If it's not, we're gonna say it is, because I don't feel like doing the calculations. Yeah, and suddenly you guys see them. I mean, they still look a little transparent. You can tell they're trying to cloak, but you now can clearly see them. What was that? Was that, what is it to activate that?
Something's gonna have to.
It actually doesn't take anything to activate, it's just an interact. It's to
Oh, cool.
reduce the light takes an action.
Okay. So as long as it's on, it works.
While lit, this hooded lantern burns for 6 hours on fine oil, shedding bright light within 30-foot radius. Invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're within the lantern's bright light, which is 30 feet. You can use an action to lower the hood to reduce the light to dim light to 5 minutes.
Yeah, so that was just your object interaction. Cool.
Nifty. Alright. How many guys we got around us now?
Looks like 8 total. Or 7. No, it's 7. Yeah.
Alright.
No, it's 8.
Is
3,
it?
3, and 2. Yeah, 3, 3, and 2 with 2 across the water.
No, that would be 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
There's-
It's 10. It's 10.
Yeah, there's 3 Mechanox, 3 Stalkers, 2 Primal Voids, and 2 Void High Spawn.
Okay.
Not right. Yeah. It's plenty. It's enough. Okay.
I don't know. I don't think it's enough. All right, Lucas, what you got?
Boy, that's a lot of stuff all around us. That is a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And they're all anti-magical peoples.
Don't you hate that?
Other than the Mechanoxes, they don't appear to have any protection to magic.
Yeah, but even so, we got the 2 Carnivals that are going to be coming up after us, and they do all that screaming stuff that's going to fuck everybody up. Okay. Well, I have my reaction back, so let's do stuff and things. Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, let's do what's tried and true, my friends. We're gonna... Fuck me. Alright. Hold monster. We're gonna subtle cast it at... What is that? A 5th level spell? So 6th level. Subtle cast. Hold monster on 2 primal bowls. I will say I'm gonna use 3... sorcery points with a low-key whistle. Let's go ahead and get a cat out.
That's just your bonus, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll work on that. Just one cat.
Just
Who's its
one
target?
kitty. Just one kitty. We're gonna make that. I'm bold. We'll say 2. Probably bold 2.
Hey, what's your initiative, Lucas?
20.
20? Okay, I'm just gonna set it to your same initiative because that's how we do things for simplicity. And it's on number 2. Feel free to move it to any side of number 2 that you would like.
Yeah, not.
Hey, Gavin.
He's gonna be your opposite side right there.
Hey,
Okay.
Kevin, I need a Constitution check, DC 15 for a Mechanox 1 to see if he gets that speed back.
You are right. Yeah. That's a 10.
Okay, yeah, he still has a negative 10 to his speed.
Sweet.
Alright, so.
These ones are pretty fast too, so that's kind of clutch. If it wasn't for that, he would have reached somebody possibly to be able to hit them. He wouldn't have had to have dashed.
Okay. Because I know the whole advantage, disadvantage, all that jazz. I need Primal Bold 2 to make a Wisdom saving throw with a DC of 20.
So straight roll because of the interaction. Let's see. That is 18.
Fails. And then Primal Bold 1, I guess makes it with advantage. Since he's got resistance to magic.
Even with advantage, that was a 16.
Cool. Alright, Kitty Cat goes.
By the way, guys, just so you know, and I'm mainly saying this for Harold since he's new. You can always double check me when it comes specifically to rolls against you guys from another creature. I can always show you the rolls if you ever ask for them.
Yeah, I like seeing the rolls just because I have reactions that are affected. Like some of my reactions are after you see the number, but before the result, you can choose to use this reaction. So if you tell me the result, then I'm like, okay, well now you got to tell me the number, and I already have the answer of what the result was because you told me the result before the number.
Yeah,
So,
no, I gotcha.
yeah, I think it's my cutting words. Yeah, I think it's my cutting words.
So for whatever reason, my cat attack, I guess got deleted off here. I don't know, but that is a 19 for the cat to hit.
Against Primal Vault 2?
Of catastrophe?
Yeah, it's just a reskinned Hound of Ill Omen from the Shadow Sorcerer.
That's cool.
That's literally all it is. It's just a cat instead. Flavor
19
change.
to hit. So
Against Primal Vault 2? Yeah, that hits.
Okay, he does 2d6 plus 3 damage. Double ones? Well, you know, he's doing what he can. But does
So
go
that's-
prone.
What did you say? That's plus 3?
Yeah, so 5 points of damage total, and he goes
Is there a
prone.
save to avoid going prone or no?
There would be, but he's paralyzed, so he doesn't get it.
True. Okay, yeah. He's now paralyzed and prone. Both of them are.
More.
I don't like where I'm at. I gotta get out of here. I should have done this before I left, but I didn't say it. I'm going to dip.
Okay, Mechanox 1 is going to take an attack of opportunity.
That's fine. Let him do his thing.
Is he actually within 5 feet of him? Oh wait, that's,
Yeah, he was right there. But he would have disadvantage on the attack. So.
No, he would not. I don't have a cloak of displacement.
Oh, that's right. Okay, straight roll. I'm so used to you having that. You've had that for like a year. It's a 19.
Get your reaction.
Silvery Arms.
Oh,
Or
okay.
you can use.
No, instead I'm going to do this. As soon as he takes a swing, 3 other versions of me pop out.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's awesome.
Your contingency. So now I have to roll what on a d20 to hit you?
That is
15?
a good question.
I believe
it's
it's
15.
he has to roll. If so, you roll less. I think if it's less than a 6 on the d20, it hits you. I believe. Well, it was exactly a 6, so we need to clarify those rules.
Spells duration. Roll a d20 to determine whether the attack is hit one of your targets. With 2 duplicates, you must roll an 8 or higher. Let's see. If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack target to a duplicate. Roll
Oh
a
no,
6 or
you
higher.
make the roll. You make the roll.
He makes
Okay.
the roll to see if it attacks him or someone else.
You roll
Gotcha.
a 6.
Okay.
So you can just roll with that, dude.
So that means that you.
Does that mean it hits you?
No, you hit a
No, that
duplicate.
means that it changes the attack's target to one of the duplicates.
If you have 3 duplicates, you must roll a d6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. So you hit a duplicate.
Okay. You're down to what is it? 2 duplicates now?
Yeah.
All right.
Like a minor
wait,
from
wait,
your image.
Wait. Did
What's
it
up?
break his AC? What was the
Yeah,
attack for?
it matched his AC. Or I think or beat it, but it hit.
Yeah, it's like
We're
a-
not
yeah.
going to go backwards on that because it's like
Yeah.
then it would have to deactivate the duplicates or
No,
whatever.
it's fine. I mean, he still has 2 more duplicates.
Yeah. So
Alright.
this one oh, you still have your turn. That's right. I'm sorry.
It's all good. I'm gonna go 30 feet. Oh, I can't go too far. Oh, I just realized I can't go too far, or else the invisibility pops up. Fuck, I didn't even think about that. I don't want to stay here, though. I don't want to stay.
The option to move
The good
south
thing
is
right
always
now
there.
Is
You
blink.
know what?
You'd
This is what I'm gonna do. I thought I hooked it onto my broom. My broom will stay there, and I'm just gonna hop off my broom and just walk.
Okay.
So,
That's actually kind of smart because you can command your broom to move.
I can.
Yes.
And I'm just going to mosey on in this general direction here. That's still not a great thing, but it's better than what it was. So we're just gonna do that for the time being. And then, what's I gonna say?
This flying up do for me.
What daddy is?
Or however we want to do that. Whatever, we're just gonna say in that general area, right? So all the invisible things are visible now because I've got my broom with the lantern on it.
Alright, well, they both failed their wisdom saves. So, they're still paralyzed. Passing the torch to Farron LaFleur as she takes her hand away from her gut, looks at it and just says, "Fuck this shit!" Almost like in a moody manner. And so she is going to Iron Man style just flies up into the air as she holds out her repulsor beam, and she's gonna make a couple repulsor attacks. Actually, no, fuck that. She is using. She turns around at 1 and fires off a sawed-off shotgun that is welded to her armor. And she's gonna fire at Mechanox 1 with it. So she's attacking with a sawed-off shotgun.
That's different.
And that's a hit.
Where's Dracon?
So that's gonna take that.
I'm here, but I'm not.
And on top of that, she's gonna activate an arcane jolt.
Does someone roll an initiative for Dracon? Oh yeah, it's an 8. Or is that his old initiative?
Mm-hmm.
As she does 18 points of damage to Mechanox 1. And then she...
Their old initiative.
Then she, she's gonna make another attack at him. As you see this gem in her chest begins to glow as this arc of lightning shoots off in its direction. She's flying 30 feet in the air, by the way. So she's attacking it with her lightning launcher. That hits, and it's gonna take another 16 points of lightning damage as this thing just gets fried and looks like it's on its last leg. Mechanox 2. It's going to run up with you. You being the closest.
Can you do a initiative check for Dracon? Can you do an initiative roll for Dracon? Because it still has the old one. And put his player sheet so someone can at least control them. Or he can, while Tony is helping him control,
honestly,
basically.
Okay. Tell you what, we're gonna give him an initiative of 12 just so he can go next.
Okay.
So, I don't even have access to my character sheet, so I don't even know. Can't see
Somebody
the map. I'm
set
just
up
listening.
the shared screen.
No, I'm just listening. Don't worry about me. I'm just here.
All right. So Mechanox 2, with you being the closest Vaskir, this like giant mechanical octopus is just gonna like slide along the ground towards you, and it's gonna go in for a round of attacks.
Can this thing fly?
No.
Okay, because I'm on my not unicorn.
Oh, you're on the Pegasus?
Yeah, I'm flying right now.
We really need to get the Pegasus in here in a second, but we'll. Okay,
It's space. I'm on it, so it's like you can say it's in my space, basically.
That's fine. We'll handle that in a second. So never mind then. With you being the closest, Lucas, it's turning up to you.
You can climb up that thing?
It's an octopus. It has little suction cuppy thingies on its legs.
Getting up there. I'm just saying, bro.
Oh, it's like 20 feet.
I didn't
It's
know.
not that high.
I thought it might have been 80. Get out of here.
That's a miss.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
That's a hit.
Get out of here.
So as it just clobbers you with one of its mechanical tentacles.
No. You don't need to start rolling damage.
Oh, what you got?
Well,
He
first of
has
all,
his illusion.
I have duplicates.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, roll that. Let's eliminate those 10
I
wounds
gotta
real
get
quick.
at least I think it's an 8 now.
He also absorbed some too, so he needs his.
Wait, did you have 20 temporary hit points?
No, I only had 10. I just added my 10 back.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't actually gotten hit yet.
Yeah, let's see if it hits a duplicate.
Okay, so I need to roll an 8 or higher. Yeah, you hit a duplicate. Get out of here.
It hits a duplicate.
All
right, just going for it.
You're just so excited to finally get to attack Lucas.
I am really. 17 to hit. That hits. Let's see if it hits a duplicate.
What do I have to roll now?
I think it's like an
Like a
11 or
16.
higher or something.
Okay.
Here, I'll just roll the d20. Yep, no, get out of here.
Hits a duplicate. So with its fourth and final attack,
How many attacks this bitch got?
4 fucking attacks?
that's
He's
a
bringing
miss.
out all the stops.
He never
I
gets
have
to
a-
hit me. He's all about it. I can feel the chub rising in Gavin's pants right now.
Yeah, you really can. All right, so let me get to characters. Let me release Drakon.
Well, he's not able to get Jack on because he's not in.
I know, but somebody can at least
Yeah.
tell him what he's got. All right, so Drakon's character sheet is open. Anybody who wants to, I didn't mean to make a copy of Drakon.
Y'all can just play it if y'all want. I'm just here.
We need to figure out why that's happening, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's.
Gotta
You
deal
can
with
join
it
me, but I can't
before-
join you.
We'll make a
you want me
post
to
in the
control it?
Fantasy Grounds Discord or something.
I've already done that.
Why don't y'all do like pick the day before we play and then just have a hash session?
We're gonna have to.
Because you can't wait till the day of.
Alright, hold on.
All right, so Drakon's character sheet is open.
I'll take it
Vaskir,
if
you're
anybody,
on
if no
deck.
one wants to.
I don't play racist, so you go right ahead.
How do you look at his character sheet?
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
Nick's already grabbed it.
Yeah,
No worries.
I got it.
I didn't want the responsibility anyway.
Too much, too much.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. Charges, fire, blah, blah. Fuck. Flight. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see, what can we do as Dragon?
Well, he has lots of spells.
How much
battle
flight?
master
How much,
maneuvers?
how much flight does he have?
Let me look at his race. See what his flight's.
So just
40
yell
feet.
the
He's got a
N-word
flight.
and cast a fireball.
He's he's got a flight of 40 feet.
And what's his cone of fire breath?
Yeah, so he has a breath weapon.
Breath weapons usually don't do that good, man. Not at high levels.
Yeah, no, his breath weapon sucks.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, no, it only did so much damage
I thought it was
because
a
that
bonus
target
action.
was
Okay.
vulnerable.
Oh, was it? Alright. Haste, shield,
Just-
granule.
Dude, just cast
Might
like
as well.
fireball or something.
Oops. I don't even know if you have fireball. You don't have fireball. You have sickening radiance. But that's gonna. I mean, you could do that.
I mean,
It would take out 2 people.
do you have
Just
anything
skip
that
his
makes
turn.
a deck save?
Huh?
We get 2 things that are paralyzed. If it's a deck save or just you want to do an attack roll, man, you can just throw it on the paralyzed side.
Alright. Oh, okay. Let's see. Shatter at Dispel Magic Haste. I didn't even have this kind of combat
Haste Molly.
spells.
No, I
Okay,
don't.
yeah,
I don't make combat
Yeah.
characters.
Alright. Yeah, I'll,
You could always
Haste.
twin spell a haste. He is a
Can he
sorcerer.
twin spell haste?
Yep.
He is a sorcerer. Yeah, he's gonna twin spell haste, and he's gonna haste Spawn, and he's gonna haste Molly.
Okay.
How many sorcery points does that take up?
To twin spell, that's gonna be 3 sorcery points.
Meta magic. 1, 2, 3. And that's
Yeah.
a 3rd level? Or is that. No, yes, 3rd level.
Yeah. 3rd level spell, that's why it takes 3 sorcery points.
Alright, twin cast haste. And. I guess that's. Can you do a bonus action thing, or what?
Could always use a hasted spell, but it would have to be a cantrip.
He's not hasted. Molly and Bon are hasted.
Quicken spells, what do you meant?
Yeah.
No, quicken spell?
You can use 2 sorcery points to get up to cantrip.
Is that really worth it?
Or you could just save it. Save your sorcery points.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be the end of his turn. Let me look over his stuff, and then I'll get back to y'all.
Okay.
Yep, that'll be in his turn.
All right, Vaskir, what you got for your first combat turn?
So I'm gonna have to do my primary role as healer since Anand looks kind of fucked up. Yeah, I'm like flying 20, 30 feet off the ground, so I'm just gonna fly over this Mechanox and go down and land next to Anand, and I'm going to use my Instrument of the Bards, one of the spells from it. It's a 5th level Cure Wounds, and I'm just going to burn that on him. So it should be 5d8s plus my Charisma. So
Yeah, so roll your 5d. Yep, there you go.
16 plus my Charisma, which is 5. That was some shitty rolls right there.
Yeah, 2 1s and
Yeah.
a 2. Good God.
Yeah, 2 1s and a 2. That sucked dick pretty bad, but
I mean,
Yeah.
the average for that is only like 17 or 18, so it's not that far below average.
Gotcha.
It's bad.
anyway, that's 21 off of his wounds.
All right, I'll delete those 21 wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now down to 36 wounds, Anand, as he places a hand on you and you notice some of your wounds close up and your pain decreases.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate that.
Got you, dog. Let's see. I was gonna use a bonus action. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, then I'm going to fly back over behind Drakon, and as I'm... What's that?
Well, how much movement do you have?
Well, I'm on a Pegasus, so it has 90 flying movement.
Does Pegasus get an attack too?
I haven't added or accounted for that yet. I'm just trying to keep this fight moving.
The Pegasus, I think I would have to use a... actually, I think I could have it attack, but I'm not going to. I'm
Technically,
mainly
it
shooting
could.
From ability. What's that?
I said technically it could. Let's just get the Pegasus
Yeah,
in here.
I'm not worried about its little melee attack or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to use my bonus action just to... oh, shoot. No, I can't bonus action. I can't. Never mind. Shit. You know what? To make sure I get my movement all the way over there, I'm going to use bonus action Misty Step to fly kind of back up in the air and past the Mechanox. And then that's just it for my turn.
There's your Pegasus. You can put it where you would like. And for the time being, since you're on top of the Pegasus, I'm going to drag your token off screen. You are the Pegasus, as far
That's
as your
fine.
movement goes.
And by the way, with what goes along with the spell that I cast to make the Pegasus, so it will be over here. Any spell that I cast on myself that would normally target only one person also targets my Pegasus.
What spell is that again?
Any spell. The spell that I use to summon the Pegasus is Find Greater Steed.
Yes,
and
yes.
with that, any spell I cast on myself also has the same effect on my mount. Like it targets both of us, yeah. So that's why when I cast Misty Step, I'm casting on both of us, and we both just kind of teleport past the Mechanox.
Okay, put your Pegasus where you're going.
Yep, right there is where I'm going after I heal Anon.
Right by Drakon?
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
right next to Drakon.
Is that
Okay.
a person? What is he?
So it is Vold High Spawn 1's turn. So, yeah, it's going to do a thing. So it's going to cast a spell. As you notice, it mutters an incantation as the area around all of you begins to distort from this radiation-like material. It is casting Sickening Radiance.
Counter spell.
You're going to counter spell?
One of us is gonna do
Counter
it.
spell, because I have an ability, because I am racially inept.
Do you have your reaction right now? Have you had a turn?
Yes,
since your
I
last
was going.
reaction?
I didn't get to take it. I was going to use silvery bars for him, but he ended up doing his little like multiple image thing, so I didn't have to use it.
Okay, it's going to counterspell your counterspell. We're starting that shit again.
And I will
It's
go
going to
ahead
counter
and
my
use,
counter.
I'm going to use my reaction to counterspell his
It's counter of my counter.
Okay, Voltstalker 3 is going to use its reaction to counterspell your counterspell.
Everybody's burning their cooldowns. Come on, somebody out there.
This is like some Magic the Gathering shit. Like,
I'm using my third level spell slot for that.
oh, are you counterspelling now, Lucas? Is that what you said?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Yeah. All right. The spell gets counterspelled.
Boom, boom.
Again,
knocking 'em down.
I think of Magic the Gathering every time this happens. That's what I
What it
think of.
feels like.
I
All
used
right.
my ability. I didn't even have to use a spell slot.
That uses a slot. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, High Spawn 2 is doing the same thing.
Okay. Well, at least we got
And I
one of
use
them.
my counter spell.
Yeah.
Drakon uses his counter spell.
Yeah.
Oh, Drakon uses his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drakon uses his counter spell.
Quality.
It's gonna use
Eat
its counter
shit.
spell.
Ooh.
He already used his counter spell to counter spell the
This is
other
a-
guy's counter spell.
Oh, that's right. Yep. You're right.
Actually,
Okay.
Drakon can
Yeah.
subtle cast counterspell, so he subtle casts counterspell.
There
so-
you go.
Nobody would even see it.
How many have fucking counterspell?
Yeah.
Every magic user has counter spell.
Well, how many is that? Like, I'm so blown away. Like, what is that? Anand, Vaughn, Lucas.
No, I don't have it. It's Drakon that I mean. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Anand, Vaughn,
More than enough. More than enough.
Drakon, Vesk. So 4. That's 4 of us have counterspell then.
And we all
Yep.
had to use it. That's why. You have too many
Yeah.
counterspellers. You can't have enough.
You can't
counterspellers.
have
I mean,
How
I've
many
literally used one of my magical
meta-magic-
secrets to get it.
Meta magic does that the subtle spell?
One.
And that literally
I
was
mean-
the last one of the
okay,
round.
that's
So
fine.
we're going back to the top of the round.
Yeah,
And it's 10 o'clock, so this is actually going to be my last attack.
Alright, man.
All right.
I only got
Go
that
for it,
attack
Enoch.
twice. Okay. Let's see.
So
Gotta
2
do
dudes
some-
paralyzed, so they automatically fail.
Which
dex
ones are
saves.
paralyzed?
The 2 in the back. The
The 2
ones.
primals.
Okay.
And all
All right.
those invisible guys are now visible.
Yeah. So both of those primals automatically fail deck saves.
Okay. So I'm on my broom, right?
Your carpet. Yeah.
I'm my carpet broom, and I'm gonna be like, boom, and I'm like, what up, kitty cat? And then I'm gonna end my turn. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm gonna pull out me old staffy waffy, right?
Okay. I like where this is going.
Oh, I know where this is
Let me
You
check
gotta
something.
you gotta say it though if you're gonna use it.
Let me check something real quick.
I feel like swapping this to Dragon Ball music now.
Well, that's the thing. It's not as strong as the one I want to do. I wasn't
But it's
gonna do that one.
concentration. You can keep it up multiple turns. Up to
That's-
you. You don't have to do it.
And if it lasts longer than 4 hours, there's an issue. Let me go ahead and... Yep, alright. So, you see Anand, like, float up a little bit in the air, and he gets down in a slight crouch. And he's like, this hasn't been used in 50 years. And blue light just starts to emanate from his hands. He wouldn't know the incantation, would he? Okay.
Technically, this is Kappa Hameha, but yeah.
And he's like, man. And then he just gets all the way, and his hands extended. It's just like, wow! And he blasts it right through. Let me go ahead and do the marker.
What type of damage are you doing? Radiant fire or force?
Well, force would be dumb, because it's primal bolts. What are they weak against? They're not weak against anything magical.
They're not weak against anything, but they yeah.
Yeah.
They have resistances, but not in.
I'm gonna
We know they're not
do-
resistant to fire. We've already covered that.
I'm gonna do fire just because I think it would make the most sense.
Okay. So, yeah, roll your damage. I'm just gonna
It's
roll some
8
d20s to see if
It's
it crits.
8d8, right?
You have the item in front of you.
It says taking 8d8 of the
Oh
chosen
my!
damage.
Number 1 got this.
A nat 1. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, let's roll the damage. 27.
And that's 54 to number 1.
Yes. And
As-
so I'm keeping it up.
As when he finishes the incantation, you see this beam of just this blue fire just completely tear through both of these primals. You notice that the wind is blowing in every direction around him as the grass cascades in every direction against him, as this blue light encompasses his entire vicinity. Yeah, that was cool.
Yes. And I want to do it's the Master Roshi style. So right before I did it, I bulked up really like hardcore. All the muscles are out, and then it's just playing. And so we're concentrating. That is 6 charges I need to mark off. Daggum.
You just marked off 7. Give yourself 1 back.
No, I messed it up. I reducted 1, and then added it back. It is
Okay,
6.
cool.
But that was superb, and I'm gonna keep concentration on that as long as I am able. And I do have Warcaster, so when I'm not here, y'all don't let them bully me.
All right.
By the way, did you take a potion of heroism?
I did. But would that be applicable to something out of the staff?
No, just
Anything you use.
when you're making saving throws and concentration checks, and I forgot about it afterwards. When you were making those saves against the poison way back when, you should have gotten that before your rolls.
I took a potion of maximum power.
Oh, this is a
For-
6th level spell, though.
Right, you gotta use a
Okay.
4th level or higher.
So I drank that. It's still there
Okay.
to be used. FYI. Also, and you might want this is relevant. I am holding my Shield of the Hidden Lord. Anything it uses, it maintains its own concentration. It has Fireball, it has Wall of Fire, and it has nothing to do with me. Just pointing that out there.
That's sexy.
Okay, gentlemen, y'all have a good night. Thank you.
Alright, see you, man.
Bye.
See ya.
Alright, Stalker 1, since it's no longer invisible, it is gonna try to hide, however. So, what's everybody's passive perception check?
Balls.
Let's
That's
see.
terrible.
My passive perception is 22.
Well, I rolled like balls, so even rolling like balls. If you have at least a 19 passive perception, you can see it. So if you're wondering where it is, I will point it out to you. But I'm going to make it invisible. But if you have a passive perception of at least 19, I'll just tell you where it is.
Yeah, I have a 22.
So it's going over here. You know what? It's going to end its turn. Spawn, you're up.
Alrighty then. Should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not?
Sorry, I didn't see where you marked the Volt, the Stalker.
You can't. You will tell you where it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you where it is.
Oh, gotcha.
Alright. So I interact with the object, I pull out my bad news rifle, and I already have it loaded with a C4 bullet.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit this Primal Old Stalker 3.
Primal Volt Stalker 3. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want to do anything to give yourself advantage on that? You could either hide or use a sharpshooter.
Where
Sharpshooter, I mean Deadeye.
am I to hide?
I mean, here, like, you could hide, like, here. You could just hide down on the cliff, like, over here. Like, lots of places.
I did. I guess Deadeye accuracy. But I'm also gonna take a -5 to my attack roll. Yeah. Yep.
For that plus 10 if you hit?
Yeah, plus 10 if I hit. Do. All right, let's see. Roll with avantage. Let's see if I get a net 20.
Yeah, 23 hits. Definitely,
Okay,
a 23 definitely hits.
And he's gonna take a wheel bit of this. A whole lot of that.
And then you also
plus
add
10.
your... Yep, you
And
add
then a D6. D6 is just a 1, but that's fine. And then sneak attack.
Alright, let me catch up on damage real quick. 38 and then 39 points. And yeah, hit with that sneak attack. This is why people say rogues do a bajillion damage.
Yeah, that's about it. Heard up, there's a sneak attack. That's why. Where did it go? I know he's here.
Should be in your weapons tab. On
I
your
know,
actions.
I'm in my weapons. William, revolver. Dude, what? It's like not here.
Now it is.
Okay. Oh, did I not hit standard? Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't on standard. I don't know why that would take it away if you weren't on standard.
Yeah. Sneak attack, there it is. And then his buddy over here, next to the Powerpuff Girl, is going to take half of that.
Powerpuff Girl. So, number 2 is going to take 8. Alright.
Yeah.
As you loose off this shot, and you notice this ghostly hand arc from one creature to another.
And then bonus action, reload. I'll do another flaming. I'll do another C4 bullet to this mother trucker. I guess this could be a regular roll. Ugh. Nope, that's a luck point.
That's your second
a
one
luck
used.
point.
Mark it off as
Yep.
your second one used.
I'm not having this thing go down. That's not happening. Yeah,
Yep,
25.
okay. Yeah, you turned a misfire into a hit, so that was worth it.
Yeah. He takes a bit more of that. And he also takes an extra D6. Fire damage.
Let me add that to number 3. That was a 4. Okay, so okay. Yep.
It should just be like a smoke break.
And that'll be the end of my turn, I believe.
That is 71 points of damage you did in that turn.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Alright,
I'll
Voltstalker 3's turn. Being very pissed off. Yeah, so what can it do here? It just says it says to you, Bon, and you hear it, and this is actually it speaks as you hear it say in this hissing voice, "You're on the wrong side, elf." As it comes up to you, as it just says, "Join us," as it's going to make an attack against you.
Not a very convincing argument when you attack somebody.
Yeah.
My friend, stabby, stabby, stabby.
That's not what it's after.
I get what you're saying, but it's still more diplomacy.
Oh, that hits.
Man, I really wish I would make my 18.
Hold on, what was the number?
31.
It's a
Yeah, 31 to hit.
What is that bonus?
fuck,
hit?
yeah. I don't even think my cutting words would do anything against that.
That was almost a crit.
Alright, so they get a plus 12.
and on my reaction. Would a non like to use a silvery barbs? There's
You know,
no point because
he very much could. It would make him have to re-roll it.
Oh,
Is
or
a
does
non-
it not count?
Oh,
No.
well, I mean, is a non here?
Who's controlling a non?
So, I'm just gonna say, that thing has such a high hit and you have a low AC, it'll be a waste of
Yeah.
silver barbs. I'd
It-
rather go
I
for
agree.
like a counter spell.
I agree.
All right.
If
So
these
rolling
things have a
damage.
plus 12 and your AC is 16, it's gonna roll.
Or,
a 4.
you know, I'm gonna also do this. I can,
Are you gonna
Yeah.
uncanny dodge?
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that shit.
All right. So you
Yeah,
take
I'm trying.
15. You take 15 less wounds.
He's gotta roll a 3 or lower to not hit you.
To not hit me, yeah. I gotta go up in the air somehow. I gotta fly, because I don't even know. These things don't have range, I don't think. No, at least not that I've seen.
All right. It's gonna make an attack again.
I would like to. Damn it! I should have said I went 30 feet up in the air, but that's fine.
Oh my god.
You critical hit.
Yeah, and I also need a con save. Actually, 2 of them from you.
Inspiration. Can I use an inspiration on his roll?
To make him re-roll, yes, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Okay. So, fucking cat stepping on my keyboard. All right, let's roll again.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Constitution saving throw, you said?
Just 1 now.
That's a 12
And
plus
a
a D4, right?
Yep.
Yeah, plus a D4. That's a success. So you don't take any poison damage.
That's a GG's right there.
Dude, that was clutch. You turned a nat 20 into a nat 1.
Oh, baby, let's go. Perfect use for inspiration die, I swear.
So these guys don't get counterspell every turn, right?
It takes a
No, they
recharge.
No,
The recharge is in one
So
round, right?
the casters just know the spell. The other creatures, it takes a recharge. In fact, I should have rolled the recharge for number 3, which was the one that used it last turn. Let's see. Okay, that's the roll. I don't tell you whether they got the recharge back or not.
Oh, gotcha. It's a roll for it. I wasn't sure if it was like a certain number of rounds or something.
They roll a d6. On a 5 or a 6, they get it back.
Gotcha.
So, alright, Molly, you're up.
It's flipping laundry.
Alright. So the thing you're saying next to you can get.
Oh, shit! Hold up. Oh, damn it.
What is it?
I have a hasted action.
Oh, hey, you're
Make an
hitting
extra attack.
No, I'm not making an extra attack. I'm using my hasted action to go 30 feet up in the air.
Oh, you're using your hasted action to dash.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go 30 feet and move. Actually, could I move 60 feet if that's the case?
No, because when you dash, it just
Nah.
gives you an additional amount of movement equal to your
Yeah.
normal movement speed.
Yeah, I didn't move the first time, but yeah, it's fine. I'll go up. It's 30 feet, that's fine. And then
It
now
is going to
it's
take
Molly.
it is going to take an attack of opportunity if you do that.
Hold on. Just let him have it, because otherwise he would have been 30 feet in the air before he even had the chance to even get up to him. His
That's
turn
true.
ended
Okay.
the minute it walked up and smacked him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
true. Okay. Yeah, we'll just let it roll how it is.
And Molly is hasted too.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, that
Yeah,
means
you're-
also your
yeah.
AC went up by 2 there, Bot. You gotta remember that part.
Oh shit, yeah, I do.
It still would have hit either way, but
it
yes.
would've, but
Yeah.
just keep mind. So the thing
It's-
north of you, you get advantage on hitting it, and if you hit it, you do bonus damage.
Cool.
You get advantage.
Yeah, it's an auto crit if you hit. And you have advantage on the attack. Yep, that's an auto crit. Hold shift when you roll your damage.
Holding shift.
It's an 18. So does Molly.
That
Molly
was
gets
a
a plus
good
2.
roll.
That was.
Just do it
And you
again.
get 3 attacks.
And a hasted attack.
Well, I was saying that as the hasted, and then
Oh.
a bonus if you want to do a blunt end strike. Yep, don't forget
Dude,
to
you're
hold
about
shift.
to fucking demolish this thing.
As you just start turning this thing into a pin cushion as she's raging and she's just
don't forget to add a
brutally.
rage damage.
Oh,
Plus 2
yeah.
to each one of those hits.
So
And-
we didn't do. She hit it one time before, so that should be 4. Hit it 2 more times, so that's 12.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, God.
You have a hasted attack. Get your haste.
At the end of the turn, just tell me how many times she's hit so far in combat, and we'll do the math.
You only hit him one time on the last round, so.
Oh my god,
Now you-
that paralysis is so clutch.
It's
pretty broken.
One more time.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a blunt end strike, however. The blunt end strike is a D4 instead of a D10.
Rolling the attack roll.
Still critical.
Still get advantage on it. Yep.
And it's still a critical.
Okay, so I don't know if you have that in your actions. If not, just roll 2d4 and then 4d6.
Yep. No. Just do those. Yep. And then have 4 of those.
So that's 19 plus strength. That makes, what, 24? Okay, and so that times 5 hits would be an extra... How much rage damage? Was it 2 per hit?
No, it's like 4 now, so it'll be another 20
Okay.
hits. Because it's 4 this turn and then the 1 from last turn we forgot, so 4 times
Okay.
5 makes 20 more points of damage.
Alright, and this thing is wounded. Like, it looks very, very hurt after this.
Good.
Okay?
Yes.
Is that the end of your turn? Okay. I'd still like to ask. I don't like to make the assumption.
Well, I'm the tank. I beat him with a stick, and then if that's right out of hits, that's my turn.
Alright, Stalker 2. Who's on the ground right now?
That's right next to her, right next to him.
No, Farron's in the air.
Farron's in the air.
Draco?
Yeah. That's who it's
Farron?
going for.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's going in with a full round of attacks. You know, it's really fucking me up that I can't get sneak attack with these guys because of that damn lantern. In fact, no, you know what this thing is going to do? It's going to say, "Enough with this!" as it reaches over and grabs your lantern.
Can Drakon do something to do that?
I mean, if it
I don't
runs
think
out
he
of range.
I mean, isn't the lantern on the broom, which is flying and under the control of Lucas, so he can just have it fly up out of his range?
You can only move it on his turn. It's still it's still ground level, right?
Yeah, because I couldn't take it up. I had to stay within perimeter so that they could all see it.
So it grabs this lantern, and I'm gonna say this is its whole action because it's grabbing it and then throwing it. What's the radius of that lantern?
30 feet for the invisibility to stop that.
So it just hucks this lantern over here as it lands in the water. It's magical, so it doesn't go out. And as its bonus action, it is going to turn invisible and move. Well, it's going to turn invisible and move.
Okie dokie.
And that's the end of its turn. Mechanox 1. I hate it when I have like stacked turns like this. Yeah, I mean the easy target would be Bond's in the air, or else it'd be going for Bond for this turn, but everyone else is in the air other than like a few people. You know what? No. Seeing the giant fucking beam streaming across the ground up above, it's gonna go in for an attack at at Anand.
It's
It
literally
does.
gotta walk past Drakon to get to a knot.
These things are intelligent.
Okay, well, Drakon still gets an attack opportunity.
He indeed does.
That
Unless he wants to
attack
save for a
opportunity.
counter spell or something. I don't know what all he can do.
Does Drakon
No,
have
he can
Warcaster?
cast
You can cast a spell at him instead?
I don't think he has Warcaster.
I can't remember, but he does
You do have
a really
Warcaster.
nice sword.
You do have
Oh, he does?
Warcaster. Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
he can cast a spell with his reaction.
But he does not have a whole lot of offensive spells.
I mean, I could do
you have cantrips?
shatter.
That is a radius.
It has to be a
10
single
foot
target
radius.
spell.
Oh, single
Yeah.
target spell. Banishment. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I can do a firebolt.
He knows banishment.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Yeah, he knows banishment.
I just don't see it on your spell list.
Yeah, no, it's part of his abilities.
I
is it
remember
not
you've used it
showing up?
before. Either way, it's
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
that's
a part of
fine.
his bracelet.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you
bracelet.
want to try to
why is
banish
that not
this
showing
thing?
up?
Real quick. If you'd wanted to, you could have stepped to the line.
Why is it?
Just-
Okay, there we go.
Hit him with
I
the
see it
sword.
now. Oh, yeah, I'll hit him with the sword.
Okay.
Hit to attack.
And the dragonkin weapon. What is?
That's the other rare item that I got. The bracelet.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
it does an
dragon
extra D6 damage of the same type as your breath weapon. Okay. And that also does an additional D6 fire damage as well. So if you'll roll a D6.
Extra 5.
So Mechanox 1, an extra 5 points of damage to
19.
Mechanox 1. Okay.
The total's 19.
And that kills it, actually. Drakon, how do you want to do this as you slice through this mechanical octopus-looking thing?
That's the first time I think he's actually hit something with a sword.
Yeah, it is. I don't know, dude. Just impale it.
And as it runs past, he skewers this thing at the center of its body, holding it up like the fresh catch of the day. Yeah. So Mechanox 1 dies. It doesn't get a turn. Alright, Mechanox 3. So it got stopped 15 feet away from you because you hit it before it could get to 10 feet. It's trying to move into your range again. Do you still have your reaction, Molly?
Yeah, she never uses it for anything else except to smack things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Unless you want to go reckless. Well, you can go reckless. Yeah, just roll that. No, the octopus starfish thing that's not a target. I don't know.
Yeah.
Knocks his speed to 0.
Oh, also, add on 8 points of damage, because we forgot to add on her range damage last time she smacked it.
Oh yeah. Okay. So let me add 8 damage to it. All right. So never mind. It and this thing doesn't even have any ranged attacks either. It can't do shit.
Shit.
It's gonna move to the next turn. All right, Lucas.
You know what? I just thought of something cool that I could do. Think about it. So those Primal Vold Stalkers can cast Counterspell too.
If they get the recharge, they may or may not be able to use it.
Dickish situation that you put me in. Alright. And my lantern's just gone.
Nice.
It is over here in the river.
No, I'm not gonna say
Nah.
it went in the river. He tossed it. I see where it goes. And we're just gonna say
I was... Okay.
nah. And it comes back.
How did you pull that off?
Because I'm a witch and I do cool stuff. I'm gonna settle cast telekinesis, or what is it? Catapult. There it is. Catapult, and it just comes right back.
Where does it land?
Right back where it was, so they're all lit up again.
So we'll move that radius to right back here again. Okay. Let me reveal the ones that are in the light. It's really just Stalker 3 that you can see within this light.
Alright, well, if we're gonna do that, then I'm gonna be a extra dick and like, well, let's be invisible if we're gonna be invisible. And I'm gonna pull out this super vape, I guess. And I just completely surround myself in smoke and I turn invisible.
What item is that?
That is the Shadow Smoke Dragon Pipe.
Does it say invisible, or are you just in heavily obscured area?
Invisible. You make a smoke ring around yourself, but you can choose to instantly turn invisible, or you can have the smoke ring around you for up to a minute and just turn invisible. But it's only for a round. It doesn't stay invisible.
Okay. Alright, cool.
And Mechanox, whatever the fuck. I'm gonna get away from this thing because I don't like it. So we're just gonna keep pulling on back here.
It's gonna make an attack of opportunity.
Advantage, boy. We're back to that.
Yep. It just swings wildly in your general direction. Well, good thing, because once again I rolled a nat 20 and a nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hang out back here where nobody can see me, nobody knows where I'm at. Cool, I'm invisible, and I still got the thing going on, and invisible people are back in it.
Alright, good deal.
My cat goes.
Why does your cat go?
Goes
oh, it attacks. Gotcha.
Yep. Wow, not much. That's a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. As its hide is just too thick for your cat to scratch through.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, let's see if it makes its wisdom save.
Let's see. Vol. Oh, yeah, Vol 1.
Well, that's a natural 20. Against that one.
Someone's going to, in fact, not will use Silvery Barb on that one.
Can Silvery Barbs work that way?
Yeah.
For what?
You make them re-roll saves?
Yeah.
I don't think it works on ability checks, just saving throws and attacks.
This is a saving throw. But would you guess that? So, I'm going to show you the roll, which is going to tell you their bonuses, but I'm just proving this here, that I rolled 2 nat 20s in a row.
Jesus.
Anybody else want to throw Silvery Barbs on that one?
Let's see. So they're just attacks, right? Or they're saving throws, you said?
Saving.
Yeah.
Saving throws.
But it keeps them paralyzed, which keeps it critical damage. Anytime someone hits it with a melee hit.
I'll go ahead and burn a Silvery Barbs for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's roll again. Oh, it has advantage, though. Let's see. So, it was that.
Rolled a natural 19 now.
I'm also going to pick somebody who gets advantage. Or if it only succeeds, that's only if it succeeds, right?
No,
Or
you
how
still
does
get
that
to. I think you still get to either way.
Yeah, you know what's fun? That's the one that does the heavy damage on it.
I'll do Silvery Barbs, because it's about to be Dracon's turn anyways.
Okay.
Right.
Keep in mind, every time we do this, somebody gets advantage.
Why did I roll
Yeah.
that twice? I'll just go with the first roll.
Well,
Oh
you have
my
access
god!
to advantage, right?
So,
No
how
way.
do I roll 3 nat 20s?
Bro. Yeah,
I'm-
someone
I'm-
gets advantage
I'm-
anyway.
Cutting this.
Yeah, whatever. He burns all this, that 20's on this, but it isn't going to matter that much.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna
Dracon gives Vaughn advantage.
Sorry. I know I'm kind of favoriting, but I mean, y'all could give anybody if y'all advantage y'all want to.
Give Molly advantage.
Do you guys want to see the
That's
screenshot?
fine.
No.
Or no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
It's nothing
I
good
rolled
for us.
3 nat 20s and a nat
Disappointed.
19. Oh my
That's
god.
so stupid. This is stupid.
That's fine. It lasts
So
its turn,
against
it's almost
all
dead.
odds, he can't take his turn. Can they even stand up until the start of their next turn?
No, they can't. They lose their turn. They
Oh wait, he's not prone though. He's just
no, the other
paralyzed.
one is.
Yeah. So all right, but he is up now. Bold 2 is just going to make the wisdom saving throw. Normally, that is a 20.
You just proud of yourself about this, aren't you?
That would be the DC, isn't it?
It would be. Yeah, I'm not doing anything about that right now. Alright, I'm gonna leave it be.
All right, he's still prone though until he has the chance to stand up. But here we go. Farron LaFleur, it's her turn. So she just looks around and her helm drops for a second as she takes a puff of her cigarette. As she's like, "I'm getting really fucking tired of these motherfucking Vold!" As you feels like she should be raging right now, and she's not even the barbarian. So she's gonna make a. Yeah, she's just going in for 2 of her lightning. Or what spells does she have? Oh no, you know what? She's going to cast. Yeah, she's gonna cast a spell. As she flies over here. Let's see here. Yeah, so she's gonna put herself right here. She's casting lightning bolt. So they have to make DC 17 dexterity saving throws. And the one on the ground does have disadvantage. Well, it's a straight roll for the one on the ground, so it's a straight roll for both of them. It's a straight roll for him because he's prone still.
You don't get disadvantage on dex saves if you're prone.
I do.
Never mind.
So that's a 12 and a 16. They both fail. So let's roll the damage. That's just a base level lightning bolt. So 8d6 lightning damage. I'm just gonna roll it onto both of them because I don't feel like typing it in. Alright. As she just fries these things with a lightning bolt, as her armor slips back on her hand, revealing her bare hand as she casts the spell. And then it goes right back to normal. And with that, she's gonna take herself up 20 more feet. And that's gonna be the end of her turn. Mechanox 2. Yeah, it's gonna try to go over here. She is gonna go for a unarmed strike in her power armor against it. It uses the same
Wait,
damage.
she went back 20. She went up 20 feet. Is
Oh,
she
you're
able to do that?
right. No, she's not because she's not on the ground. So, okay. It's gonna come over here and it is going to make a round of attacks with advantage against Anand. Be ready to make some concentration checks for me, Nick. Those are Constitution saving throws. Add a D4 to each one.
I'm playing a nod? What?
Yeah, I thought you were. No, never mind.
He's
So-
playing Drakon.
That hits. We'll just see how many times it hits, and that'll determine how many we have to do. Roll to hit.
What is he concentrating on? Oh, the Kami Kamehameha?
Yeah, essentially. That hits. One more.
He has He has battle.
Oh, he still has. It would have disadvantage on those attacks. Right. So
Yeah,
far
but he
I've
also-
done
Has battle mage too.
12 and I've done 23 points of damage to him so far. Let me just roll to hit 2 more times and see if it hits. That is a 19 and a 13. So one of those actually doesn't hit. The second one doesn't hit, so he has 12 less wounds. I will make those with disadvantage in the future. This is the third attack. That hits.
How close is that to his AC? Because I would assume he'd probably, if he has a reaction, he'd take a, he'd do a shield.
Didn't he use his reaction already?
Silvery bobs, yep, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the third. And this is the fourth and final attack. That's a hit. Alright, so 13, let's see, 17, 13, 12, and 21.
Right?
No, actually, there's standard concentration checks, so Constitution saving throws.
No. The rolls.
Yeah, I rolled with disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those
For
are
maintaining concentration is what he's talking about.
yeah. So those are 4 Constitution saving throws. The first one has a DC of 11. The other 3 have a DC of 10, and he adds a D4 to each of them. He'll probably succeed, but still got to make him.
And he rolls with advantage.
Yeah.
He's got Warcaster.
Oh, that's right.
Warcaster. Yeah.
Yes, he does. So advantage, yes, on each of them.
Who's rolling?
I can. It don't matter to me.
You have his character sheet, don't you?
I do not.
Oh, I can just do it for him
I don't
then.
think anybody has it.
No one picked it up. You haven't released it to anybody.
And
Honestly, if his Kamehameha drops, it's whatever.
so 15, 15, 21, and 20. He succeeds on all of those. Doesn't even need to roll the D4s. Alright, with that, it is now Dracon's turn.
So Dracon's gonna do a ding thing. Well, what he's gonna do is he's gonna come up here to this lantern, pick it up, and because I guess he's a long sword, so he can't single-handedly. He's gonna interact object, pick it up, and he's gonna kind of put it on his elbow so he can still swing his sword, but
A
the
long
lantern's
sword can be
still there.
swung one-handed.
Yeah, but it doesn't reduce the die damage.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so why not just put it on his elbow so he can still swing?
Okay. Or clip it to his belt, either one.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's something like that, as long as it's there. And then they're gonna stand right in the damn center of this, kind of like right here, to kind of see if you want to move that on top of them, to make sure we can see the things. See the
Yeah.
thingy thing.
I mean, you still only see number 3.
Okay, well, if they come in that radius, they're gonna be shown. And I can see 30 foot around me too, so if they're hiding over here, I can see them. So it
With
doesn't really
that
matter.
movement, I've been holding Voldstalker 1's action. You notice I never took an action with him. I've been holding it since the beginning of the round, so he's going to make an attack against
What do you
Drakon.
Can we see him?
He's not in the radius, but you can see him now, but he's still making this attack with advantage.
How?
Because he was hidden.
Unseen attacker.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Alright. I mean, he's came in the light of the lantern, but alright.
It's this one.
Okay, how is he making it from all the way over there?
Got a range attack?
Because he's a Vold and they can shoot their spikes out of their wrists.
Oh, okay. I thought they didn't have any ranged attacks. Oh, where?
You know, it's crazy that all these Volds have all these abilities, yet Anad has none of them.
Yeah.
None of the Awakened Vold can do that. That hits.
I didn't even take my full turn. Oh, he was. Oh, yeah.
He was holding his action.
What was action? For what? Someone picking up the
Just
lantern?
a spike shot. He was waiting for a particular person to move. Basically waiting for somebody to get to a certain vantage point.
Okay.
It's another 22 points. And Constitution saving throw from Drakon, please.
Oh yeah, like he's not gonna pass that one.
Isn't that
Yeah, that's a success. So no poison damage.
Never mind.
So Drakon is going to relinquish his action to Molly. So Molly can make an attack.
Commanding strike.
Yeah, he's using a commanding strike, which I don't know how many superiority dice he has because it doesn't show up on the combat sheet.
Well,
yeah.
he has.
Got a couple.
Yeah, he has
Kinda-
enough. So Molly,
Yeah.
go ahead and make an attack.
And then doesn't she get to add a D8 to her rolls?
She adds D8 to the damage.
Damage. Okay.
You do not have advantage this time because it's no longer paralyzed, but you can make an attack.
No, it's not prone. Never mind.
Couldn't she attack recklessly?
Yeah, she could recklessly.
Oh no,
She
she,
could.
does because silvery barbs. She has advantage because of silvery barbs. Yes, she
You're
does.
right.
There you
I'm glad you kept track of that. Okay, yeah, make the attack with advantage.
go. Who are you giving your?
You're attacking the thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kelly, go, hurry, go. I'm
Sorry.
yeah, that hits. No
no.
critical damage, unfortunately.
Ship on this one. And then add another
And
four
then-
on top of that. Something
Yeah, let me add the 4 damage to number
And
1.
then a D8. Also D8.
Yeah, roll a D8 too.
Because you get a superiority dice on that.
So that's another 7 points of damage I need to add. Okay, and this one's looking pretty bad. I mean, you know these things have some longevity, so they can fight while wounded for a while, but it definitely looks pretty heavily wounded. Alright, is that the end of Dracon's turn?
Can I use a magic point to cast a spell?
As a
Or
bonus
is that
action?
not-
Yes, you can.
As a bonus action.
Yeah, but it can only be. Well, no, he didn't use a. Oh, yes,
He
yeah.
didn't
I did
cast a
not
spell, so
use
this
the
can be
spell
anything.
yet. Yeah, so he's gonna cast Shatter on.
It's not a target spell, it's an area.
Oh, he has to be a target spell.
This-
It
No.
is an area.
No, it doesn't. This isn't your reaction. This is your bonus action using Quicken Spell. It can be anything.
Okay. So, would it be better on Bold 1 or Bold 2?
Vold 1 looks the most heavily wounded.
Shatter-
I
Are the enemies constructs at all?
Yes,
yeah,
there
2
are.
of them are.
So Shatter will do a significant amount of damage if you can put
That's
the radius
right.
on the construct.
I am going to put it on.
So as far as which one seems the most damaged, number 2 seems the most damaged, number 3 seems the least damaged, but they are both damaged.
number 3
Number
is getting
3?
Shatter. Yep.
Okay,
Alright,
what is
So
kind of
it
safe?
is it's a 10-foot sphere, by the way.
All right. If you
Yeah,
attack
cover's
number
right
2,
on
by
top
the
of
way, if you attack number 2, you'd be helping out Anand, who's pincered between number 2 and Primal
Yeah.
Boulder.
I get that, but this is going to do significant damage.
You could put the sphere right there and hit both
And
the
the other
Primal
edge.
Vold and the Mechanox, and Molly's right at the edge. So I mean, she feels it, but she's not getting hurt.
yeah, I would do that. And yeah, I can hit 2 instead of 1 if I attack this guy. It's my
Or, like Harold
yeah.
said, Anand is pincered between 2 enemies right now. It is
yeah,
up to you.
but I believe Lucas can help him out. I can shoot him.
You got this.
Lucas has got that. I believe Lucas. And then
Lucas ain't gonna let the boy go down.
All right.
yeah,
What is this? Is this a deck save?
No,
No,
it
it's a
is
constitution
Constitution saving throw.
with disadvantage.
For the construct disadvantage?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh my god, dude. So I
Double
rolled a
natural
nat.
20s.
I rolled a nat 1. And actually, it's funny. Once again,
For Volt
I
one?
rolled. On the Mechanox. I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Oh my
but
god.
it's disadvantaged,
Oh,
so it goes with a nat 1. So,
Come on, give me that one for the for the
well,
bold.
this
Come
guy
on.
has advantage, but let's see.
Disadvantage.
He's not a construct. The Volt's not a construct, and they have magic resistance. Okay, so he succeeded. But
what is
it's
my
a
save?
it's
Hold
a
up,
critical
what is my-
failure for number 3.
It's not
What
that
is my
high.
save?
It's like
It's
15.
on. Oh, okay, it's fine then. So 3d8 thunder damage.
And I'll just double the number for the Mechanox.
Yep. Those are some
Oh,
hot
that was some
fucking
good
rolls.
rolls too.
Yeah.
So 40 damage to Mechanox.
For a second level spell? That's a lot of fucking damage.
So
For
when that
Mechanox.
hits Mechanox 3, you notice the metal plates on its armor just bend and crack as you notice wiring just yanks and explodes out of its body as it's moving. It's still functional, but barely. Number 1 is do they take half damage on a success?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 1 is going to take 10 points of damage.
It's thunder damage.
Yeah. 10 points of thunder damage. And as you notice, some of the shrapnel shoots off of this Mechanox and stabs into the Primal Vold. Alright, is that the end?
Yeah, that'll be the end of it. How many meta magic points do I get rid of?
A quicken spell is always 2 meta magic
2.
points.
Alright, that's cool.
So, Vaskir, you are up. Keep in mind you're represented by the Pegasus token.
Yes, I know that. Also, from what I understand about flying, since I'm not hovering, I have to use half of my movement in order to stay aloft and not lose altitude. So I'm going to be trying to move
yes.
at least, we move at least 45. I felt like I kind of wasted my other turn because these are really long rounds and all I did was heal for like 21 health. So I'm going to do some arcane shit now.
There you
I'm
go.
I'm gonna move 25 feet over this way. I think it's about 25 feet. And then I'm going to upcast Banish as a 6th level spell, so I can target 3 people with it, or 3 targets. Primal Vold, Stalker 3, and both of the high spawns. I'm going to be targeting with Banish.
Okay.
And we're going to need to make Constitution saving throw.
Both of the volts? Because the one volt's dead almost.
No, the Primal Vold and the Vold High
Yeah.
Spawn, both of them.
How high in the air are you?
Like 30 feet. I have to be just within 60 feet. That's why I moved like 25 feet like down this way, so I would be like easily 40, 50 feet away.
I'm doing math.
Space. Still in a half.
And
space.
you're how high in the air? You said you're about 30 feet?
30, yeah.
Okay,
I
you
have
are
90 I have
you
90
are
feet of movement, so.
just out of range.
Oh, no, I
You
have 90 feet of movement, so I can move further if I need to. Like whatever the range was, that
he's
put me exactly
calculating the
60
counterspell you
feet
do.
from high spawn 1. What's that?
He's calculating if he can counterspell you. Is what he's doing.
Oh, gotcha. I gotta be
Almost
60.
in your
I gotta be within
cascade.
60 feet of Vold High Spawn 1. So if I gotta move like right there, or whatever, that's
No, dude, move. Say the spot you are, so that way he can't counterspell you. That's what he's
Well,
talking
if
about.
you're within 60 feet of them, they're within 60 feet of you.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go for a counter spell. I'm sorry, man.
I'll go ahead and use my reaction to counterspell it.
Didn't. Oh, and you just got your turn back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's another one of my level 3 spell slots.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it goes off.
All right. So I think that's a Constitution saving throw. So
I want to say it's charisma.
no,
Actually,
you're right.
Charisma.
Charisma saving throw. It's going to be a DC 18, and all 3 of them each have to make it.
that's a
Can delete this.
21 from high spawn 1. From high spawn 2, that is a. That's an 18 from high spawn 2. And then which the
Primal
stalker?
Bolt Stalker 3, yeah.
And they get advantage on.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, man.
No, it's fine because I'm going to use a luck point to make the Vold High Spawn 2 re-roll his.
Does luck points work that way?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
No.
And they have to take the lowest. They don't. Oh.
Luck points, you can make them reroll their attack roll against you. You can't make them
You can also make them re-roll saving throws.
You can reroll a saving throw. You can't use it to make other people reroll their saving throws.
Let's see.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. I feel so bad.
Hold on.
I have no choice but to try to play these guys smart.
And I am.
Yeah, it's only things pertaining to you or when somebody makes an attack roll against you.
I'm gonna go ahead and at least try to get one of them in there. I'm gonna use my reaction to Silver Barbs.
Okay. Oh, I just accidentally closed the freaking map. Okay. So, high spawn 1. Let's, is it 1 or 2 that you're making do silvery barbs?
I can only do one of them because I have to extend it out.
I know, but which one?
Let's be number 1.
Okay, that's a failure on number 1.
Oh, good. I was like, what in the hell? There has to be something I could do. Alright, so yeah, he's banished for at least 1 minute.
It rolled a 17, by the way. It almost succeeded.
Gotcha. And I'm going to fly kind of back up here with the rest of my movement. I think I have like 30 left, so I'm going to fly back towards there.
You need to be in a. Yeah, that's
I'm
annoying.
going to
Go and fix that, please.
give Molly advantage.
Okay. So we're just gonna take it to the end of this round, by the way, guys.
Now let's go to my next turn. In fact, let's go to my next 3 turns.
Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, no. I do have bonus action. I wanted to use my bonus action to give a bardic
Inspiration point?
Yeah, I wanted to give a bardic inspiration to Anand to kind of help him survive a little bit. And
Okay.
so I'm giving him a bardic inspiration with that as well. And then that's my turn.
All right, let me make a quick note on his character sheet real quick.
Yeah, it's a D10 that he should have, by the way.
There we go. That way, there's no way of him forgetting that at the start of his next turn. I've added it literally on the front of his character sheet. There's no way he can miss it. All right. So high spawn 1 is just bamfed out. High spawn 2. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do the same thing. So you start to see this radiation begin to appear in this general area. Who still has their reaction?
I don't
think
I
reaction
do.
to say "fuck you." That's all I can do at that point.
Yeah.
I believe I do, because Dracon's had a turn.
Yes.
He used an attack of opportunity, though, didn't he?
No, not
No, he
since his
didn't?
turn.
Oh, cool.
He just had his turn.
All right.
Yeah, just casted Shatter and did all that.
So is he doing counterspell?
I think that's what we'd be doing.
High spawn 2 is going to counterspell.
Subtle cast counterspell.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to subtle cast it.
Yep. Imagine it.
Okay.
That's 1 point, right?
Yeah, 1 point.
It works for me. That's all the third double spell slots. That's
And you
okay, I
can see
get
this
four
high
up.
spawn is getting visibly frustrated, as is your DM.
Good.
Yeah, but at least he doesn't know where it's coming from.
Yes, he does not.
All right, and with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it for the night. We'll pick this back up next session.
Oh, by the way, everyone that wins in this fight, we all get extra fees. Just the
No,
we all get
what?
in this fight.
No. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Inspiration?
Yeah.
Shit.
You guys did see Orgrim wander off with the rest of his forces, but he's not with
Yeah.
you guys right now.
Anyways, I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up at 5.
All right.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed too.
Thanks for playing, guys. We'll pick this up next time. I like that
No, it's
shirt, Nick. That's a cool shirt.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Got a
the game
wall
was
on the bottom.
the game was super fun. I really enjoyed it.
Not being able to log in.
I'm
yeah,
so
I know.
tired of can't get in
Hey,
there.
I
hope
I
you guys
think I
can
did
figure it
a
out.
pretty good job playing.